Hello and welcome everybody to Trouble in Taffer Town 9. I am intro and not you. Almost actually had to correct it there, but hey, welcome everybody. This is Trouble in Taffer 9. We have once again got a nice prize pot at the end there for the top three. 50 euros split between them, and but I won't be commentating this time. This time we have two, faces, known or unknown. For me, one of them is unknown. So hey, everybody, round of applause to Super and Etta Lily. Take it away.
Hello. You first.
It happened again. It happened again. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm Etta Lily, and I'm here with Super. Yeah. There's a lot of exciting people in this bracket today, and I'm very excited to see some of these games. Welcome everyone to the stream.
We are going to see some great games today. We've got some of the top players here. We've got Vandine. We've got the Socky here. European Socky. We got Owned by B Gaming for you Lowain lovers out there. And we got our good friend Larry.
Larry?
Yeah, just Larry.
Just Larry, yeah. That's a good username. Yeah, but I think our first match of the day is Mashka versus Natlock, which we'll be going into straight away in round one. So that's what can you tell me about these two players then?
Right. Right. These two players are some of the best with their respective characters. Natlock using the Pride and True setter, coming up with that fresh buff, which makes our combos that little bit more easier.
Ooh. And consistency is always helpful.
Yeah, true. Consistency is definitely helpful. And we got Mashka using the Nier. Nier used to be a terror back in the days in the first year. However, has been nerfed, and she has calmed down a bit. But people still make her work.
People still make her work, even if she has quite noticeable weaknesses in the current version. But yeah, letting the intros rock, you always have to in a Grand Blue bracket.
Yeah, I really love Games intros. Just give so much personality to your characters.
Yeah, I always think about just how much work they've put into these intros, because they have to do two different perspectives for each character. The player one-side intro and the player two-side intro, and then there's all the dialogue that changes between the characters. But yeah, going straight into it. Both of them just playing some neutral. Managing to kill death there.
Ooh, push for a bit. Oh, now we're gonna see a lovely little combo for Zeta. Zeta can easily just keep the pressure going. Look at that long range of the spear. That too, I'm definitely doing dividends.
Yeah, swinging the range of the spear to try and keep Mashka in the corner, catching a jump out there, messing up the conversion slightly. Mashka just a bit too high up for it. Managing to get some pressure here. Nice parry to get out of the corner. Nice stuff from Natlock.
Yeah, and Natlock gonna get him with the Nat Buster.
Taking the first round in a pretty clean game. Nearly got themselves stuck in the corner there after Mashka managed to jump out, but managing to just reverse that situation with that parry.
Yeah. Oh, catching the toes. 6 them. Alright, now Death's in the picture. You cannot play carelessly. However, you can now. You can do more risks, especially how they changed how Death works. She can no longer just stay out because she feels like it. That meter needs to say it's for Death to come back again.
Yeah, just some stagger pressure. Nice walk back from Natlock, causing the throw to whiff from Mashka. Mashka's back in the corner, using the U laser there to get a hit, managing to confirm off of it as well.
Yep. Gets a grab. Alright, right now, again, Natlock's doing a great job of just keeping that pressure. Keeping them into the corner, but Mashka escapes, but for how long? Not for very long. Gonna catch them with a shimmy.
Nice, really clean like whiff punish after that shimmy. Nice stuff from Natlock taking the first game here. Going straight back in, watching the whole intro again. I mean, you have to every single game.
I hope not. Bleeding wild.
Yeah, Every set's gonna take a while if they sit through the intro every time, but maybe Mashka or Natlock has something to do on the side, or is checking the wiki.
There. Nothing. Come on, how do I beat the character?
What is this character doing? What does that move do? How plus is that?
What do you mean +2?
Going straight into it, there's a very well spaced button there. Nice walk back from Mashka, dodging the pogo. Managing to catch Natlock with a frame trap there. Cool conversion with the jump. Yeah. Letting their meter come back.
Misses the ping pong with Death. Just gonna take your time. Try to keep that into the corner. Try to use Death to close that gap. Oh no, you gotta have to keep the turn. Again, Natlock's just doing a great job of just push them into the corner. And conversions.
I think this is a really good position for Natlock as well. They've been showing that they're willing to just kind of like step back and use Zeta's larger buttons to keep Mashka stuck there. Mashka has to make some kind of commitment, manages to find a hit with Death and take the first round here.
Yeah, and that's one thing you said, the commitment. They had to make a commitment. However, the commitment usually, that would have been Natlock.
Yeah, Natlock took the first game there. It was a pretty dominant first game as well.
My bad.
Yeah, oh, nice jump. Getting a proper conversion off of that as well. Natlock in the corner here, but this isn't a super bad position because they still have a... They're not point blank, like, flush with the wall yet. Just some more pressure. Going for the parry into a little pogo there.
Yeah, Rasputin, one of the best DPs in the game for good reason. You can miss it and it will still work in your favor.
Ooh, nice. Routing Natlock into the corner there. Just some basic pressure, keeping that spacing, going for some strike throw. Manages to find a hit and goes for a little safe jump. Tacked out, nice parry. Getting themselves out of the corner, taking Mashka back to mid-screen. Lots of meter to work with here. I don't think they're going to end with SSBA, choosing to route for corner carry instead.
Alright, Gromma just does a great job of avoiding Death and taking her out as well. And right now, into the corner you go, Mashka. How is Natlock going to finish this?
I think he wasn't keeping track of the combo limit there. Went for a little extension there. And kind of dropped it, and Mashka managed to get out of the corner there and take the second game. It's 1-1 right now, tied for both players. Watching the intro again.
Yeah, I think we get it. It's like when you see Piccolo. Yes, we see the fit.
True. Ooh, nice. Very like kind of frantic round start there. Both of them just going for an immediate button instead of like walking back. Some basic stagger pressure here from Mashka, choosing to just like end their turn, see what Natlock does. Finding a counter hit there, but not confirming it.
Right now, Mashka's just trying to keep her away, but Zeta just breaks in. Natlock's gonna take it them to the corner. Go for the flanges, go for pogo. Alright, 3 pogos. Yes, the overhead. And you say, and this is why I say this is the best DP in the game. Look at this conversion.
Crazy stuff. I think drops it a bit at the end, and ooh, that is the grey rectangle you don't want to see. It goes back in for a second, and Mashka manages to throw a special out. Yeah.
Look at that drop.
some minor technical issues.
Yeah, strings of wires and pulleys are broken here, a bit here. Someone needs to get a hammer and fix it.
Yeah, minor technical break here. I think Mashka's had some kind of connection issue. Maybe their computer crashed or their router gave up. This is one of the reasons why Nier's not a super good character this version, because sometimes your game will just like kick you out if you play Nier. It's one of the nerfs she got.
The ultimate nerf.
It just does not let you play the game on this character. Mashka's back.
Mashka's back into the thing, but I think we may have to do a connection test, because I definitely think it's on the side of Mashka. Mashka's Mashka's internet has been a bit choppy. I remember facing them yesterday, and the internet kind of just kicked the bucket a few times, which is not great when you're facing against Efikala.
True, yeah. I don't know what school we're gonna go from. It was 1-1, but I don't know whether that counts as a point giving or if we're just going back from 1-1.
It depends. I can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Score's 1-1, and Mashka's gonna give up that first round to Natlock, it seems to be. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Don't.
Makes
Totally
sense.
fair.
Yeah, this is the thing with an online bracket is sometimes you'll just have these kinds of connection issues. It happens. It's unavoidable. Someone's router will someone's router will get put in the microwave. You know how it works.
Mhm. Yeah, sometimes it happens in real brackets. Just your controller feels like, bye bye. I don't feel like working anymore.
Yeah, just the buttons give up, or especially if you're on like a PlayStation 4 controller or something, the little like micro USB port might just like give up. Quite possibly the worst USB connector of all time, micro USB.
I think they kept. Oh, they only used that for the PS4. I remember the PS3 had a USB-A, if I'm correct.
Did it just have like a full sized? Yeah, giving up the first round here. Interesting thing. The chance to show off combos, just
The good old 1, 2, 3.
True, the 1-2-3 into 1-2-3 into 1-2-3. I suppose you'd call that a standing reset.
Right now we're playing this game. We're just trying to play neutral here. Natlock again just trying to press Mashka into the corner. Mashka breaking through, but doesn't get much from it. All right, Rhapsody, we know how it goes.
Tagged with the low. Put in the corner, manages to find a counter hit button out, but doesn't manage to confirm it. It's quite tricky to confirm those counter hit lights. Using the opportunity to use that U skill to just get themselves out of that corner and reverse the situation. Nice shimmy, getting a full confirm off of it as well. Bit of damage. Might be able to build enough meter? No, because of the combo limit. Not enough meter to end it with SSBA. Just Natlock pushing them out.
Oh, nice. Right now, Def is just holding the fort here, but there's only 6 points left on Def, but it doesn't matter. Def comes for all.
Death comes for all, indeed. Watching not only the full intros, but also the full exits, I think. Going for an immediate jump forwards. Nice, managing to get a counter hit on Mashka straight away and confirm, taking Mashka to the corner.
Oh, look at this. Def right behind you. What takes her out? Gonna get some extra damage here.
A nice little combo, going for a little pogo mix-up, empty into low. Trying to use death to get themselves out of that corner, but Natlock just BCing. Goes for throw, but still in the throw protection period. Finds a counter hit and does manage to confirm that. That was a nice confirm. Getting some pretty decent damage and another situation here. Doesn't confirm that next counter hit there. Using the U laser just to control so much of that screen space.
Oh, yeah, but right now, Def is just controlling in the fight, but never mind. I am brave, I am bold, I am mashing out that disadvantage situation.
Not respecting those advantage frames there. Nice stuff from Natlock though, taking the second game.
Yeah.
Getting a bit of a boost from the first round connection issues, but yeah, still managing to finish it out pretty cleanly. Not only watching half the intro this time.
Yeah, only set apart. We don't care about it, yeah.
just showing off Zeta as soon as he's off screen. Nice, killing the death with that Farlight. Ooh, parrying on minus frames, putting themselves in the corner though, managing to find a counter hit there. I think Mashka tried to take back that turn a bit too early there.
Alright, Def right there, Def right behind you, but ignoring Def. Oh no, taking her out as well. No respect for Def here.
Yeah, this is a tricky spot for Mashka. Nier without death is kind of like, I think the general game plan is to try and just stall and not put yourself in the corner while doing so. Ooh, nice. Matlock finding a hit. Getting a pretty decent confirm here. Ending it with super as well. Combo that didn't kick in there. Nice, and big damage. That was like 70%. Mashka just reversal throwing out of the corner.
Alright, now Mashka's in a very good situation. Def right there. However, you still got to be careful because Def can be taken out just like that. And now you're in disadvantage state. Every second without Def is a disadvantage state because you can only do max 4 combo limit. And also, you don't have any defenses, no DP either.
Yeah. Well, this is looking good for Natlock. It's already on set point for Natlock. Just needs this next round to take it. But Mashka has the opportunity to win these next two and take Natlock off set point here. Natlock immediately going for a fancy like air stall there to possibly try and bait an anti-air. parrying on minus frames, putting Mashka into the corner here and getting a pretty decent confirm. 30% into a knockdown.
Oh, and the combos just keep coming, catching Mashka mashing, and right now you're going to be in a bit of trouble here. And we're going to go straight into the conversion into the FBA.
Look at that! Look at the health difference here. This is looking bad for Mashka. This is set point as well, so he can't really lose this. Getting hit with that crouching medium there. Just trying to catch Mashka pressing anything with like some frame traps. Keeping Mashka in this corner very, very effectively. Uses death, tries to jump over, but Natlock was spaced just outside the range where they could.
Now, trying to break free. Oh, look at that Raspberry into the pogo, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, Natlock taking their winner's side game here, knocking Mashka into losers straight away. Mashka tried their best, but I think Natlock was just on point with keeping Mashka in the corner, especially with killing Death as well. If you can kill Death and keep Nier in the corner, it's a bit of a dire situation for the character, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think Zeta just has the better, bigger buttons.
Definitely.
Death is a great tool. However, Death can only come here and there because you gotta wait for that meter to like recharge and stuff like that. Avis will always be there with the 2M poking at you, waiting for you just to break.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Natlock staying playing in the Gran blue zone in the corner, having Mashka in the corner and staying about half screen away. And I think that's super effective against this character because especially just because Zeta has bigger buttons they can use to stop to play outside of Nier's range and contest the space in front of them. Stop Nier from 6xling out of the corner like she wants.
Yeah, I think in this case the character just locked down. The character just got locked down. Nier couldn't really do much, and she just had to suffer the consequences. But don't worry, I do think Mashka could make a good losers run, so we could be seeing them soon.
Yeah, definitely not a player to count out just yet. But going into winners side round 2, we'll be watching Fusilero versus Static up next.
Wow. Okay, both these players, I think they need no introduction. Ecstatic's been doing very well as of late. They've been having a lot of wins, having a lot of showings in Donkey Yips. I had some chances to talk about their Beelzebub, and their Beelzebub is quality. They lock you down, they make you feel uncomfortable. They make the Lord of Fires not look like a jobber. Yeah,
definitely. Excited to see how this goes. I've seen a bit of Static playing recently, and that's a player who definitely has a very good chance of taking this bracket if they can conquer some of the other demons in the bracket.
And also Fuzi also needs no introduction. One of the most famous players in GBVSR EU. Using quite a plethora of characters, but right now sticking with Siegfried. Siegfried looking very comfortable with his buffs he's had, which make him from high damage character to literal nuke. And has great conversions as well. So if you get counter hit against Siegfried, think about the next round, okay?
True. It can be double scary with just the size of some of his buttons, especially that far heavy. If he can get a counter hit with that, even from half screen away, he can dump some meter there and just kind of blow you up for it. Yeah. Straight into it. The mask is on, not letting the intro rock.
Nah, he's a serious bad guy. We're serious baddies now. He's just a serious fight.
Yeah, both players just trying to control some space here. Ooh, nice, finding a hit. Fuzi getting hit by Static there. Both of them just trying to control space, but Static gets the first hit, running some basic pressure here, and gets that close heavy counter hit into a pretty big confirm that's going to take Fuzi to the corner.
Yeah, gets the wall bounce. We're definitely going to see a big conversion from this. Look at that, and a lot of calmness here, trying to keep Fuzi just cornered. However, we are going for the minion from hell.
Straight confirming into the super there just to reverse that situation and get Static in the corner. Getting a hit but not managing to confirm it. Unlucky stuff. And then just that light into Raging Strike to finish off the first round there.
Yeah, definitely very solid on the side of Ecstatic. Ecstatic again starts off really strong with the anti-air.
Oh.
Okay, we are trying to play this neutral game. 6M coming close. Right now, Fusi is finding a way to close the gap, but now you've got to find a way for Ecstatic to just break. Oh,
nice playing around the fireball. Incredibly nice U fireball there just to call out the second fireball from Static. Getting a little combo here and choosing to shimmy just in case Static did something.
Oh, yep, we've got the fire heavy. Getting a conversion into the slam. However, Ecstatic is not breaking. Look at this. He's holding that defense strong.
Nice stuff. Spending some meat here to try and keep Fusi out and also tag them if they press anything. Fusi playing it very, very patient there. Very nice stuff. Nice spot dodge. Getting tagged a bit by the dive kick, but not too much coming out of it. Bit of a fireball conflict there. The U fireball coming out on top.
But no, oh, never mind. Just needed one good hit. Fusi finds it.
That was dangerous for Static because that was chip damage range as well. Just one block special would have knocked that round out of Static.
Alright, get that fireball, get the sound covering that distance, but Ecstatic is just pressing out this. Nice spot dodges to beat the flies.
Very nice. Fusileri's being quite active on defense here. Not letting Static go for like any resets to get themselves close to them in the corner. Very nice stuff. Taking the throw there and just contesting that space. Tries to BC Static out, but yeah, they're very plus on that dive kick. They can recover and bait Brave counter. Some big damage here. I think they can end this if they can route this correctly.
Oh, definitely gonna end it. We're gonna see the SBA finish off.
Yeah, nice stuff. Yeah. Static taking the first game here.
I would say overall, these first and third rounds were pretty solid on the side of Static. Just shut down whatever Fusi was throwing.
Yeah,
back there.
Ooh. Yeah, just a little overhead. Fusi was playing very, very defensive, and he's continuing to do that into this round. Nice, finding the jump over the fireball, but just getting BC'd straight back out. DP baited by Static into a big confirm here.
Nice.
Not going for too much. Not going for too much.
Okay, you DP to get out of that situation. Yeah, it's like, oh my, oh, tried to armor for it, but wasn't happening. Alright, Karma.
Nice.
Trying to just close this gap. Wants to make you very comfortable in this corner.
H Fireball winning that clash interaction, trying to keep Fusi in the corner with those fireballs. Manages to spot dodge, but still getting caught by the dive kick there. Static taking this round.
Again, it's just a situation where Fusi's just trying to play too defensively, and Static's just having the time of life. Just closing down at any distance, and we are going to see a red count here. We're going to eat some big damage here.
Yeah, nice. Getting another one of those big confirms. Yeah, I think Fusi's playing carefully, but I think Static knows that Fusi's going to be playing carefully. Nice, baiting the backdash with the close heavy. Catching the timing on it, getting a big confirm here.
I don't think he has enough to fill up the meter yet.
Still has brave points, yes. Spending them while he has them, but immediately getting BC'd back into the corner there. Sweep into super, nice confirm on the multi-hit.
Yeah, but no cutscene, so it's going to take a bit of damage, but nothing too deadly yet. Hey, right now, Fusi's doing a good job trying to keep them in the corner. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the same mistake we saw in the last game as well. Fusi trying to BC the H dive kick, but that is simply not a move that has enough recovery to be BC'd. Unlucky stuff there, but yeah, Static 2 on the board straight away.
Okay, Fusi's changing gears. He's going for a more aggressive approach, and it is working a lot better than the defensive. I'll give it that.
Already got Static in the corner here, yeah. Going for some pressure, managing to catch a mash there. Getting a pretty big combo off of this so they can round like this correctly. Yeah, nice damage.
Yep. Right now, yes. The Stack's in the corner, taking a ton of damage here. We could see a conversion into SPA.
Yeah, Static was playing quite disrespectful in defense there. Getting caught like with an early mash as well. A very early mash, twice in a row. Possibly expecting Fusi to go for a reset. Nice, dodging the attempt. I think that was an attempt to brave counter and they managed to spot dodge it on the way down.
Okay, right now Fusi again trying to cover that. Gets caught with the karma.
Fusi kind of messing up their BC timings here. BC's all over the place. No one wants to be blocking at the end of this round.
Yeah, but right now chip point on the side of Ecstatic, and Ecstatic.
It's chip damage range for Static, so Static is playing very defensive. Yeah, tries to jump out of the way of the fireball, but just a bit too late on the reaction. Nice stuff from Fusi.
holding the ground sort of there. Managed to get that win. Oh no, gets caught with the move. And right now, Fusi is again just trying to break on through, but pressing to the corner. Holds onto this fire a bit longer. Can't roll through those. And again, Fusi's just trying to escape. Get taken in by the Karma. And now
Both of them,
watch.
both of them reacting, spot dodging each other's U5 was there. Nice. Static managing to win that interaction with the dive kick. Into a pretty big confirm, just dumping their meter. They can end this. No, the combo limit kicks in and stops them from getting that final hit, but they just anti-air Fusi's attempt to jump out of the corner. This is set point for Static already. In what it seems, Fusi has definitely been holding their own, but Static's been pretty dominant most of this round. We're gonna have to see some more aggressive play from Fusi, I think.
Starting off right, look at this. You're just locking them down. Look at this. We're getting that damage in. Oh my god, look at that. We are playing a lot more aggressive here. Okay, right now, Fusi is looking solid. And he managed to catch Static's toes. And one on the ball for Fusi.
Yeah, taking Static off the set point there. Static's still gonna have to work for a round before they can bring it back to set point. Nice stuff from Fusi. Certainly down, but never out.
Yeah, I gotta admit that second round looked very rocky, but first and third, again, solid.
I think we're seeing some notable adjustments from Fusi as well. Definitely playing a lot more aggressive, taking a lot more advantage and pushing their offensive sequences a lot more. Trying to keep Static blocking and not let them return to the neutral zoning they want to return to. Nice, finding a counter hit here. Getting a tiny bit of a confirm into some corner pressure, just playing it safe, backing up, trying to outspace 6XL or any kind of reversal option at a corner.
Alright, playing that patient games, gets dived for the trouble though. Oh, gets bounce, and now in a final, awkward situation here.
Ooh, tries to shimmy. Ooh, nice rolling under the dragon there. Managing to get a proper confirm. Some pretty decent damage. Doesn't end it. Instead goes for the reset. Just playing it safe. Backing up. Trying to use that far heavy to just tag Static jumping or pressing something. And anti-airing with the DP against the dive kick. Nice stuff from Fusi. Fusi's change in game plan seems to be working here. Very effectively stopping Static from being able to play the zoning that they want to play in this matchup.
Oh, nice. We're guessing. Alright, Fusi's trying to get it on. However, Static's more than happy to just close down that door. Oh my god, we're just going Brave Point for Brave Point here, but Fusi's got nothing in the tank.
No one wants to block this game, it seems. Ooh, messes up the meaty there. Gets tagged by the overhead, but yeah, just DPing on minus rounds. Not too bad. Teleports in, but blocks Fusi's button there. Fusi on point with the reaction check on that teleport.
Alright, going for everything. And the kitchen sink manages catch, but doesn't get the conversion that they need. Okay, no break points on either side now.
Both of them just throwing fireballs at each other, trying to find a stray hit they can use to start their offense. Brave points are low, so damage is going to be high off of pretty much any hit that they can come off of. Trying to find a stray hit with that dive kick. Getting one, using it to set up their fireballs and just try and catch Fusi doing something, trying to make a commitment and close that distance. It's chip damage range for Fusi as well, so he's got to be very careful against Static's projectiles. But ooh, jumping over and crushing the far heavy with the dive kick. Nice stuff from Static.
Oh, nice. Right now, Fusi playing that walking in, catching them with DP. Yes, a good combo. Gonna chuck Miss Static into the corner, get the extra conversion. Right now, into the face. In the face, right at okay, gets teleport out. Nice corner handshake. Oh no, again, it's the same thing as last round. Both of them just going breakpoint for breakpoint. Oh, okay, no conversion just yet.
Ooh, just BCing out of the corner, getting DP'd straight back in. Not allowed to escape that corner. Teleports to close the distance. I think messes up their button a bit too early. Yeah, just DPing straight out. Neither of them wants to block in these past 2 rounds, it seems. Just BC, DP. Fusi reversing that situation, and yeah, another BC. Getting tagged with a fireball. Far 8 counter hit, but no confirm. And yeah, just finishing it off with that EX. Nice stuff from Fusi, taking it to 2-2, tying it out, going into this final game here.
Yeah, I mean, that was close. Okay, Fusi. Okay, Fusi's ready, but Static's kind of thinking what to do in this situation. They weren't looking as solid. I think they were a bit shocked that final part of all can actually killed them. So I was.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. I think Fuzi's adjusting really, really well, and we're gonna need to see some like counter adjustments from Static. Static's like zoning doesn't seem to be working too well anymore, just because Fuzi's so on point with keeping Static pinned down when they find the opportunity. Nice, getting the first hit here though, taking Fuzi straight into the corner. Some decent damage as well, into a knockdown.
Nice. Oh, okay, we're right now on the side of Static. He's putting on the pressure now. He's just slamming down with that pressure.
Ooh, nice backdash. Pressing a button that's a bit too long for that range, but could potentially catch like a walk back or backdash. Gets tagged by the dive kick again though. There's some good damage, ending it with super and taking that first round. Set point towards Static right now.
Yeah, Francis Static. Static, I gotta admit, is adjusting. They're going aggressive now. They literally pressed them with and Buddy the Fusi with plus frames. Oh, going in for the DP. Fusi's coming out fighting, and fight they will. Okay, gets conversion. Doesn't get the other part of the conversion that they need, but that DP gonna save their life. Getting catching these teleports.
Yeah, Fuzi's been really trying to reaction check those teleports. We've seen Fuzi take back pressure on after reacting to teleport and stuff, and catching it that time. Just some basic pressure, going back to zoning range, using the dive kick to try and go over the fireball, but just getting BC'd out. We've seen this a lot. BC into immediate DP. Returning to like zoning range.
Oh, good stuff. Gets converted, but doesn't finish it off now. Giving Ecstatic a chance, and they are happy to take that chance to the bank and then some. We're gonna push Fusi right into the corner. Hit them with a small combo. Oh, okay, chip point is on the table.
Static just trying to spot dodge as much as he can. Yeah, this is just chip damage. All Fuzi needs is like a DP on block or something to make Static block some kind of projectile. But this is also like chip range for Fuzi as well. Both of them can kind of like not afford to get hit or block something. Playing some kind of funky neutral, just not giving up. Not letting down their guard, not letting them get hit by anything.
Yep. Oh, trying to get with the feathers. 18 seconds on the clock. And going down at quite the pace.
Any of them can die to chip, yeah. They don't want to commit too much. Nice, Fuzi finding it with that big strike there.
Yeah.
Neither of them wanted to commit to any kind of option because they both knew that they were so well within chip damage range.
Just a big swing. Rombe point down on both ends. Gets the grab. Nice DP to get out of the situation. It's still looking a bit rocky from Fusi. He's nearest to the corner.
Yeah, he's stuck to the corner. Manages to find his way out with a nice fireball there, but getting thrown straight back. Static pushing Fuzi into the other corner. If you don't want to be in that corner, fine. What about the other one? Nice DP from Fuzi there, not staying there too long. Again, that back jump into EX dive kick seems to be working wonders for Static. Just BCing out, not letting Static push them into the corner here. Going for a little bit of a shimmy. Hitting Static with the overhead, trying to make them panic afterwards. But yeah, Static just holding that block. Nice!
Oh, jeez, that actually counter hit on them to 6L.
Crazy counter hit confirmed from Fuzi. Nice, Fuzi taking the set in a reverse 3-0. Incredible adaptation from Fuzi. It seemed so dire after those first two games. But Fuzi just managing to like slowly find and experiment with counters to Static's like a more zoning playstyle and managing to take it in the end. Very, very nice stuff.
The Duda factor coming through. So yeah, great taking time just to see how Ecstatic's gonna play, how they're gonna, and then having a great idea to just adapt at the very end to get the W. So good stuff. Firstly going aggressive, and then just counting any air approach that Ecstatic wanted to do, and even dodging around the zoning. I think there was a good 10-20 seconds of them spot dodging each other's zoning.
Because I think they knew that if either of them made a commitment, and even a commitment that didn't get them punished, even just a commitment that just gave up their turn, that is death for them at that kind of health. They'll just die from chip damage. But yeah, going straight into Moekami versus Larry here.
Alright. Larry, the Cagliostro of our dreams, using the cute little character to just cause some damage.
Yeah, Cagliostro is not super popular in Europe, is she? I don't know many Cagliostro players.
Here's the thing. Cagliostro She has the fan base. She has Larry, she has Carlos, and she has one of the best players in the EU space using them. However, I think the thing is Cagliostro is just a bit too complicated for some people to play.
Yeah.
Or just take time with.
Yeah,
But
the people who play CAG are very loyal to the character. Possibly just because when you play such a technical character at such like a high level, you have like a lot of commitment put into them because you've learned not just like the game, but the game on this character, you know, where it's
And then
like
you got
they play something completely different. Nice, straight into some resets here. Nice backdash, baiting the BC, managing to get a nice confirm off of it, and just ending with the SSBA. Pretty good situation. She gets a safe jump off of this.
Yes, she does. Oh, well, ready to block it. Larry is. Okay, Larry's playing a dance around game. We're playing against Calculated, teleporting out. Gets hit with a trap, and look at that go completely pace straight for Moekami.
Yeah, Larry taking the first round there. Very nice stuff. It looked a bit dire when they were stuck in the corner there, but managed to work their way back out. Immediately starting it off with 6XL, just keeping Moekami on block and letting them set up trap, control some space. Trying to bait Moekami into doing something here by just going for that DP over and over and over again.
Not ready for the teleport, especially where Larry's going to go. Kind of tricky to Snow White, but usually the right thing to do is notice the hands, because she has different hand animations for where she's going to teleport.
Yeah. Moekami playing the slow game and getting punished for it there. Playing the slow game, keeping your distance, and then she teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid, but into a pretty big damage, and yeah, just finishing it off with a spike. Hardly letting Moekami play the game that round. And when they tried to back up and use Sheep to establish some space, just teleports behind them and punishes them for it. Nice stuff from Larry there.
Yeah, Larry playing that quite solidly. It's just a great job of just locking Moekami down. Okay, right now Moekami's trying to put the gears in. However, the traps are set up. The Calculated is coming out, trying to get rid of these traps. I got completely mixed. You can't do block like directional. You have to do block button, especially against Cagliostro, or trap will definitely catch the toes. Okay, get U-Sheep. Gonna get a small little conversion here.
Yeah, nice whiff punch with the U-Sheep. Straight into Sheep, trying to keep Larry in the corner, but teleports past the Sheep. Does not care about your fireballs. Pushes Moekami into the trap and gets a little confirm here. Nice situational awareness with the positions of the trap. Getting some big damage off of Super and using it as an opportunity to charge up that rock, control some more space, and just threaten it. Nice backdash into U-Sheep whiff punish again from Moekami. Getting a Raging Strike confirm and taking Larry to the corner.
Right, mashing. Oh no, not the 6 is hastening to your own death.
Yeah, tried to get a bit too greedy there. I think Moekami wanted to keep that pressure on and not let Larry escape behind those traps, but Larry just walking back, outspacing the 6XH.
Okay, yeah, right now keeping an eye on the hands and destroying these teleport attempts. Maybe help in the future because we may make Larry a bit more. Oh my days, we are gonna see help with these traps. Look at that, trying to poke them into the off trap.
Ooh, yeah, U-Sheep again. Moekami trying to catch Larry during the startup of those all of their moves though. Larry playing it kind of airborne, kind of safe. Nice reaction, teleport to the Sheep, getting the punish on the fireball. Crazy punish. Barely doesn't finish it off, but this is looking kind of dire for Moekami. This is chip damage range. Immediately straight into U-Sheep. Taking Larry to the corner with a pretty decent confirm. That confirm they messed up last time as well.
Oh, nice jump! Foreseeing the over defense, so they just jump over.
Yeah. Yeah, punishing their attempt to bait throw by just immediately jumping out away from the 2-2U. Nice stuff. Larry's already 2 on the board, but as we saw in the last set, being 2 down doesn't necessarily mean you're out. I think Moekami needs to try and keep Larry pinned down a bit more and play a bit less risky in those clutch situations.
But keeping Cagliostro pinned down is way easier said than done. Those teleports definitely get the dividends.
Yeah, definitely.
Right now we're playing the long range game. Trap over there. We got trap above you, trap below you, teleports. Caglio's definitely the character of that all-timer over here.
Yeah.
Just playing her own little game.
Moekami choosing to back up and try and take some space, going for the U-sheep again since it's been successful the last couple of times, but getting caught for it.
Oh, yep. This is a great time to tell you that that SBA actually locks it onto you. Okay. So you can't play like, you know, risky against it. Oh, nice. All right, last hit for Moekami.
This is chip damage range as well.
Now it doesn't need to do anything too risky, actually. Just
Ooh,
long range game. Somebody's gonna mess up, and it ain't gonna be him.
Yeah, blocks rock in chip damage range already on set point for Larry here. I think Moekami's just really struggling to get their game plan started. Larry, by the time they even have their first thought, it's just Larry's already got like 2 traps up. Is throwing out spike. Is throwing out rock. Nice, getting a nice confirm there.
Nice, and I'm getting this damage. Lots only going for the U trap. Alright, again going for the teleports. And right now just playing the poker game, just bullying poor Moekami with these calculators as well. Just covering any range that Anila wants to go. You want to go mid range? Don't worry, I got that. You want to go close range? Don't worry, I got that. If you want to go long range? I don't feel like it. I'll teleport to you.
Yeah, nice. Baiting the BC there with the 2-2U. Immediately getting BC'd out after that initial combo. Trying to catch that with a mash, but yeah, just teleports behind them. I think Larry can mostly play the slow game here. The zoning seems to be working mostly successfully for them. Moekami's been struggling to get in a lot against like just trap controlling space. Ooh, nice! Reacting to the fireball with super and getting the punish. Barely not finishing it off, but this is like chip damage range on set point for Larry, so this is really scary for Moekami. Moekami can't block a single special move here.
Alright, take the time just to charge Humble Rock. Humble Rock gone as well. Chip damage on the ground, and that is all she wrote. Larry taking that one just convincingly. Locked down anything that Moekami could do. Yeah, Moekami got some hits in here and there, but I just feel Moekami just was completely uncomfortable.
Yeah, Moekami did not get to play that game that well. That game, it was just Larry was just so on point with controlling space and keeping up a constant threat as well. Moekami kept trying to back up away from traps and use that as an opportunity to set fireball and like follow behind it. But even then, every time Moekami tried to do that, Larry just like followed them with like spike or teleport or all sorts of options. Just moving the traps closer to take more space and push them into the corner. Moekami really struggling in that game.
Yeah, but we must move on. Okay, both these players. Okay, Fizz. I don't know what Visual's tail is in this stupid game, but I'm not gonna say all that nonsense. He is our honorable Anre main. The Uno, no matter nerf, buff, he will play Uno. And Fanfare just use the plethora of characters. Sometimes they're usually on 2B, but I've seen their Beatrix. I've now seen their Belial.
Yeah. Quite familiar with this matchup, it seems. Spot dodging those fireballs, trying to slowly work their way in. Playing the safe game here. Keeps walking into the fireballs though, but
yeah, but don't worry, Belial likes it. He likes the pain.
He's charging up. He's powering up. Fanfare's just powering up.
I try to spot dodge it. Not gonna be the one. You're supposed to roll through it actually.
Lucky, yeah, that was a pretty decisive like first round. Fanfare kind of struggling to get their stuff started, but straight into it, not letting any time to waste on just running in and getting their offense started here. Going for those resets.
Good stuff. Okay, right now again, Fizz is gonna play that long range poke game. Fireball. Are you ready for this, fam? You got to adapt, or you're. Oh well, calling me impressed. Just go for their fireball. Like my fireball has spinning here.
True.
Alright, trying to go for Madrill, not. Right, nothing's going on so far. Fizz was kind of locked down though.
Yeah, Fizz trying to like kind of struggling to get out of this situation. Playing the careful game, just blocking, not pressing on those shimmies, nice stuff. But finding the Farlight mash, getting the confirm into Raging Strike, and working their way out of that corner. returning to a zone they're more comfortable with, just playing in the like optimal range for their buttons. Trying to make Fanfare commit to an approach and punish it, but Fanfare just playing the safe game here.
For you claw, and right now play that. Yeah, go for the chip damage here. That move covers a ton of range for good reason.
Yeah, scary position for Fizz anyways. Ooh, nice attempt at an air-to-air, but again, Fanfare's playing so patient on his like approach attempts. He's really just like walking forwards, blocking, dashing forwards, blocking, jumping, blocking, you know, playing it safe.
Nice go for the DP. And again, this damage is coming in. Oh, okay, goes for a grab. But Fizz is ready for it. Fizz trying again, playing this fireball game, but Fanfare's just doing a good job of just breaking on through. Look at that, now you're pressing the corner, your opponent is using Belial. The character will know for the trick command grab.
Yeah, using that +1 on block 2M to just like stay at a range that's kind of hard to deal with. Nice, Fizz finding the counter though. Going for a throw bait, but just getting BC'd back to mid-screen, immediately swinging. Fanfare expecting Fizz to just like sit down and block after getting BC'd, but immediately checking that 6XL attempt. Trying to keep Fanfare stuck in the corner here. Nice, finds a mash out into a pretty decent confirm. This is gonna kill. Yeah, just dump into super, finish it off without having to worry too much about routing. Nice stuff from Fanfare though, taking a game here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be first round solidly on Fizz's side, but second and third just tied it up and followed through.
Yeah, Fanfare was really just like downloading that first round, seeing how Fizz was zoning.
Yeah. And now with no zone to depend on, Fizz definitely has to play a bit more aggressive. Can't just play from afar.
Fanfare's pressure here is very, very safe. Just going for lots of like tight frame traps and then trying to shimmy and catch Fizz, possibly with the parry. He's been using the parry a lot to get out of those situations, and I think Fanfare was trying to bait it. Stuck in the corner, tries to DP out, but yeah, just gets baited for it. There's going to be some big damage, has the meter to just dump into super and finish it off. Yeah, nice stuff, taking the first round here.
Definitely one on the side of Fizz. Again, but he started off solidly first time, and then Fanfare just adapted. So it's hard to say he's got this. But, oh, okay, nice stuff. Fanfare got them into the corner. What is the plan?
Straight into the strike throw, going for that safe jump, trying to catch Fizz again, trying to use that parry or use a button to get out. Going for some reset pressure there, trying to catch Fanfare pressing on their end plus frames. Ooh, nice. The Farlight barely whiffing just because Fizz walked back. Getting the parry.
Maybe parry right now. Right, Fizz is just giving them a bit of space, but nothing that they can really work with so far.
Fanfare really playing the Anre footsies, walking back and forth just at the peak of his range. Nice spot dodge. I think they're expecting a 6XL and tried to BC, but yeah, spot dodges the Raging Strike and punishes it. Goes for their own Raging Strike, has no Brave points to Brave counter that. Yeah, just finishing it off. Good situational awareness from Fanfare, keeping track of those meters.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Viz is kind of getting caught off guard.
Yeah. I just feel Fanfare, when he gets his game going, he's just really good at just keeping this pressure going and just mixing up Fizz and just closing down the game for them. However, Fizz has got the foot in the door and he's going to take this to the bank. We are going to see a SPA definitely.
Nice, yeah. Immediately, this is a very, very good situation for Viz. Look at that health difference. Probably looking for BCs, presumably, from Fanfare. But Fanfare just playing this patient game, waiting, and finding an opportunity to 6XL out of corner and reverse the situation.
And there we go. We've got the grabs coming in.
Yeah, straight into these throws. Doing the mix was very, very early, but it gets BC'd out of the corner there. And yeah, tagged. Spot dodged a bit too early and gets tagged during the recovery by the fireball. Viz tying it out 1-1.
They did a really good job so far.
A very good job, yeah.
Oh, the rocky first game, but Visuals has managed to find a way in. However, that move is going to get them punished. Try to get them with a parry, but he's going to get punished for the trouble. Look at this. A lot of damage is going through right now. And even worse, he's going to get pushed into the corner. That's 50% of your health bar and counting. It's still going.
Still has 3 brave points to work with, so lots of potential BCs. I imagine Fanfare's going to be looking for that there. Back to the zoning range, closes the distance and tries to bait a throw with that, finds a punish. Ending it with super, just taking some damage, taking one of the brave points off of Fanfare. Fanfare only has 1 brave point to work with. A lot of meter though. Uses it to BC out. Spot dodges the Raging Strike, knows that Viz was looking for that since they had no brave points.
Alright, we're just kind on the pressure. Just stealth, use the U fireball to just counter. No man. Oh, okay. But the parry, they were ready. They're steady, and your health is gone.
Yeah, Fanfare jumping just a bit too late to properly punish that, giving Viz enough time to just like recover and go into parry. Straight back into that zoning going, but Fanfare 6XL immediately catching them with a frame trap with that 2M.
Right now, Spiral's still trying to go on. Catch them with the Manta Wheel. Okay, Visual's doing a good job. Just make sure Fanfare's in the corner. Trying to find out one option that will work. However, Fanfare has found a way to fire out of the corner most times, and they've been successful.
Nice, walking back outside the range of that fireball. Playing really well around the range of their buttons here. Playing outside of a range where Fanfare can do much, but use a special or 6XL. Ooh, nice, checking that approach, keeping Fanfare really locked down here, but finding a mash. Viz trying to reset and getting mashed on for it. Reversing the situation, side switching into the corner. Ooh, confirming off of the counter hit 2M. Very, very nice from Fanfare. Catching the jump with the run up close light, and yeah, taking the game. Or taking the round.
Okay, looking real close actually.
This is looking real close. Both these players just trading rounds, trading games. This could go either way. Slowly adapting to each other very, very well as well.
Okay, brave point on each side. Going for the parry. Visuals is, but the DP to answer that call. Alright, right now just go for these block strings.
Nice, checking that reset attempt. Getting some pretty decent damage, but most importantly, taking Visuals to the corner. Visuals finding a mash straight out there.
Right, go for these fireballs. Go for the Mantra Wheel just to close the distance. I'm forced to use a brave point, but looks like Fanfare is holding strong. Alright, going for a lot chip here.
Yeah, Viz playing some very spaced pressure here as well. Playing outside the range of Fanfare's like reversal 6XLs they keep going for. Ooh, nice. A little bit of a mix up into throw, but managed to get throw tech. This is chip damage range for Fanfare. Fanfare knows just throwing that attempt to reversal parry.
Oh god. Oh, good stuff. Get the parry, finishing off 2-1 inside of Visuals.
Yeah, I think Fanfare realized they're in a bit of a dire situation there, and instead just chose to go for the gamble on that final round there while they were in chip damage range, because Viz still had half their health to play with and could have just returned to neutral and gone back to zoning. But yeah, Fanfare switching to Beatrix.
Right, I definitely know Visuals hates fighting against Beatrix. Because Beatrix has all the tools just to shut down anything that Anre wants to do. She can close down the gap, so she does have to deal with the end of the zone in due to riding free. She can 6XL the pressure, so if that could definitely deal with parry. Parry's a bit slow, and she can just shut down Anre's whole game. However, it's easier said than done, because Visuals is one of the best dealing with this character, and we are seeing here we're going to see some big damage come out with that SBA.
Yeah, quite the significant health lead here. Yeah, this is again chip damage range for Fanfare. Finding a throw there, baiting the U parry, and straight into another throw.
Oh, now both of them are kill points.
Ooh, this is one blocked fireball would end this round. Yeah, just ends it off with chip damage. Nice stuff from Visual. Yeah,
strong.
Viz is on set point. This is a very scary position for Fanfare to be on. Not only having one round of like player character matchup experience here, but yeah, still some time to adapt. But that last round was pretty dire. Managing to win the trade by going into far light there.
Alright, go for the U-Star Chaser. Trying to close the gap, but the parry is ready and has been unleashed right now. Visual's trying to just establish the gap and just continue their zoning game, but 2 Star Chasers have actually just ended that dream. Okay, we got help. Oh, nothing is forever. The 5U coming in clutch. Now Visuals have to be extra careful because there's only 1 break point on the side of them. Oh no, it's over. Oh, but the drop!
Oh, definitely, yeah. Had enough meter to kill there, but drops the combo, giving Visual like a second chance there. This is again looking kind of dire. Viz just needs 1 more blocked fireball to finish this entire set. Holds the parry.
Oh, it's over.
Fanfare taking it back from a bit of a dire situation. All Viz needed was to make Fanfare block anything, and they would have won that set. But here, taking it to final game, final round. Anyone's game. Fanfare showing how versatile of a player they are.
Taffer coming in for clutch. Alright. And now Fanfare really just trying to establish something. Oh my days. We're going to see big damage come through.
Both of them playing very, very careful. Viz choosing to just back up and play in a range they're more comfortable playing. Nice, finding the counter hit there, checking Fanfare's approach. Not getting too much off of it, but back into that zoning, just controlling space kind of distance. Fanfare finding a fireball to knock Viz down in the corner. Finding a mash confirmed straight into Raging Strike. Getting themselves out of that really bad situation.
Yep.
Has no brave points. Looking kind of bad for Viz.
Look quite dire. Oh, 1 good hit is all they need, and we are going to SSBA, and this round is as good as over. 2-2 on both sides.
2-2. Yeah. Fanfare, definitely a very versatile player. Went for the character switch, and it seems to be working out here. Viz taking it back to character select. Maybe taking some time to collect themselves. Yeah. Yep. Maybe changing the palette they're using. Oh.
Believe in victory. He definitely could have dropped a sweep right here and there, but yeah, carrying on. Oh, okay, gets grabbed.
Trying to throw.
Okay.
Fanfare taking no time to go straight into the strike throw, makes up just 1 block normal into throw. Controlling some space, managing to catch Visual with the immediate like fireball recover straight into riding free.
Oh, nice. Gets the parry. Ending the dreams of the riding free. Trying out, just doing a good job of trying to set up the pressure. How it's all gone pear-shaped. Beatrix have broken it with U-Star Chaser. And now it's in the face of Anre. Very uncomfortable situation you want to be as an Anre main. Seeing this character staring at you. Alright, gets another grab. Only 1 good head is all in she needs, and Fanfare is now advantaged.
Yeah, straight back into it. Set point for Fanfare here. Tries to immediately swing, but Fanfare just walking back. Baits the BC as well. Not comfortable confirming off that first hit, but baiting the BC and finding the hit to carry Visual to the corner. Immediately, like just parrying out. Nice stuff. Both of them playing the spacing game with their fireballs. Just trying to find a hit to get a knockdown and start their offense. Visual manages to find it. Fanfare locked in the corner here.
Fanfare find a way out of the corner. Gotta do a lot of damage here. Nice stuff. It's now 2 apiece. This is double Luigi. Winner takes it all.
Yeah, set point. Both players on 2 on the board in 1 round. Oh, nice. Finding that 6XL, catching the start of the Visuals button there. In the corner, pretty good situation to be in. Playing it very ambiguous with the close light plus frames straight into command grab. Visual just using those brave points to get themselves out of that situation in the corner.
Okay, right now, Visual's just trying to start something, but it seems like Fanfare blocks any attempt they have.
Yeah, both of them playing quite cautious. Visual getting tagged by the crouching medium there. Proper confirm, ending in super. Barely doesn't kill, but this is looking bad. No brave points and in chip damage range. Just BC's Visual back in the corner. This is looking really bad. Tries to use that parry to work their way out. But Fanfare knows that they don't have to make a big commitment here. Visual has to play according to them because they're so behind on health.
This is what B actually fries actually. Oh no, man! Oh, catching the toes. Gonna get an extra long quarter combo here. It's not gonna be
good.
May not be tough to kill. Oh, no, it is.
Ooh, crazy that even in such a dire situation, a pixel of health on Visual's side still manages to find that hit, carry it all the way to the corner, and kill in that one combo. I was expecting a reset, but still managed to find that hit and finish it off. Very, very nice gameplay from both of them, but Visuals like making a big commitment that managed to pay off. Incredibly nice stuff.
Yeah, that is just the absolute knowledge he has with his character. He has won Grandmaster Rank 1 for Anre many times for that reason. He knows his roots, he knows his damage, and he knows the power of Mustache Man. He knows the power of pulls.
Definitely. Yeah, I think we're
Oh, nice.
yeah, we have Neph versus Larry coming up next, moving on to winners semifinals.
Yeah, we already seen Larry play. Neph, on the other hand, we have not. They have beaten Soki.
Yeah, Larry's last game was so dominant, but Neph beating Soki, this is definitely a contender to make this one certainly close at the least. But yeah, Larry was so dominant in that round we saw earlier.
Yeah. All right, EX Gran. We all thought Gran was a bit aggressive before, but this is the EX version, so he has his aggression toned up a bit, and he's much more offensive.
Even more aggressive. This character just like trying their best to overwhelm you at every opportunity they get, especially with some of the plus frames they have.
Yes. But Larry wants to keep that character away from them.
Yeah, Neph is playing quite a stubby character here. EX Gran losing the fireball that traditional Gran has instead of a short-range fireball. It might make it difficult for them to approach and prevent Cag from setting up. But we'll see how this goes. Yeah, again, that short-range fireball not managing to control as much space as normal Grans would. Destroying the trap and closing the distance with 66M. Nice stuff.
Try to stop their approach with that move. Oh, okay, goes for the nice stuff. Gets conversion, gets a wall bounce. And I think this is as good as over. We're going to see the SBA come out. Yes.
Nice. Larry finding the first round there. Neph was kind of struggling just because the fireball doesn't contest as much space as he'd want it to, but I still managed to find some good openings to take advantage of them. Setting up the traps, controlling space, tries to destroy the trap, but is just a bit far away from it. Uses the second time's the charm, getting it that time. Trying to close the distance, but getting checked by 6XL.
Oh, get it. He just Neph needs to be getting checked by these traps a lot. It's just ruining the whole aggressive idea. The whole aggressive gameplay is just getting shut down by traps. Oh, tries to get the anti-air, but instead misses, and he's gonna take a lot of damage. But what are we gonna go? Are we gonna bet? Yes, we are. We are gambling, fellas. The chips are down, and he's all in.
Nice, some big damage there, going for the safe jump. Baiting the BC, just playing it safe. Trying to see what Larry does. Larry doesn't have any brave points on the board, but does have 100 meter and SSBA if they want to use it. Ooh, uses the reversal. Nice stuff. Sets up traps, just controlling the screen. Goes for the reversal again. Possibly trying to bait BC, but yeah, Neph just playing the careful game and finding that hit and tying out the rounds.
I think that at the moment was just they were just not careful enough. They overestimated the power of their DP. Pay the price. However, they're doing a better job now. Look at this. Traps here, there, and everywhere. And Gex has to navigate against all of this. He doesn't have a fireball that just beats this. Again.
Yeah. Larry getting a lot of damage off of Chip here, but Neph playing the careful game, trying to destroy those traps. Getting hit here into the traps, taken to the corner. Larry just trying to control space, finding a hit and taking that round in a perfect first point on the board for Larry.
Yes, 7 gold less than a dream.
Absolute
brilliance.
That was a kind of dire match for Neph. Neph just slowly trying to work their way in, taking out the ground traps, but Larry just like constantly putting that fireball, the spike on them, doing chip damage and stuff. Immediately taken to the corner there.
Actually, I think this is the old meme of Morpheus Capcom, which is you die when I get in, and just hope you won't get in.
Yeah, he's EX Gran experiencing what it's like to be an old school grappler, just slowly working their way in. But if Neph can find their way in, they have the potential to just blow up Larry with a few good hits and a few good pressure options. Nice spot dodging the trap there. Still getting tagged, not managing to find an opportunity to work in. Lots of spikes from Larry, just controlling space.
Oh, nice. Playing that poke game, trying to catch them slipping. Hey!
Did Neph just use Raging Strike to destroy the air trap?
See, so it works because right now it's coast to coast. Cagliostro is not looking too comfortable.
Nice, in the corner, yeah, just wants to BC out. Larry does not want to be in that situation, but in the process, giving up all their brave points, but still managing to find that hit, checking Neph approaching and trying to destroy trap. Very nice stuff from Larry. Another round on the board. Neph's really struggling to get in against Larry.
Yeah, because you're saying, as I was saying, Gex is a very aggressive character. Wants to get in your face, wants to blow you up. However, in navigating through all these traps and stuff like that, Gex is definitely going to have some trouble trying to just get through. No.
I think what Neph is doing is really good here, just rushing in while Larry doesn't have anything set up. This is like the best situation you can be in. Cag not having anything. Tries to roll out a corner, a bit greedy and getting blown up for it. Nice stuff from Neph reacting to that and just blowing them up. Taking around, tying out the rounds here. Really wants this point on the board to tie it out though.
Yep. Right, Larry's trying to get some time to set something. But it's definitely easier said than done. Okay, cool, get something set up. But it's too close, gonna get tagged. Oh, tries to get them with the BC, but they're already switches up the move. Okay, combo limit, try to go for DP, not happening. And that's one on the board. Neph's really switching gears. He's going in for the aggressive. Larry doesn't have time to set up traps, and this could be disastrous if Larry doesn't switch up.
Yeah, nice stuff from Neph. Neph recognizing that Larry is trying to get out of blocking as much as possible, and just baiting that reversal attempt, and baiting that brave counter with the throw bait that they know is safe against it. Straight back into the neutral here. Larry getting some traps set up, trying to keep their distance from Neph. Traps on the board. This is looking kind of dire for Neph. Neph needs to try and either destroy that trap or work around it. Gets hit into it by the spike and taken to the corner. Big damage. They can end in SSBA or SPA, but just chooses to reset into trap.
Oh, goes for the UTP. Maybe could have finished it off. That means it does say 100 for a good reason. Never mind, spare body.
Yeah, straight into their own DP. Larry not letting Neph have a crumb of offense.
Alright, pulling back, getting bowled by 6L. Oh, goes for the spare body switch.
Yeah, the one button DP can be really good in those situations just because you don't have to hold forwards. In situations where you don't know which direction forward's going to be, like against teleport behind you, it's kind of tricky. Nice conversion off the air to air. Getting big damage in the corner and ending it with super. That's going to do a massive chunk. No brave points for Larry. Larry already spent them right at the start of the round. Nice, punishing the teleport with the reaction far medium. Very good situational and character awareness from Neph.
Yes, indeed it is. Good situational awareness. However, Larry's here to change up gears, and look at this. Gonna get 2 trap hits and gonna push Gex into the corner. And the best thing about this one, Gex doesn't have a normal DP anymore. No, they do. Not bad. Literally cancelling me information.
He has the one button DP. His DP is 5U, which means he can do it while blocking. It can be quite strong. You can do back and you. Ooh, getting hit on the reset and doing some big damage here. Yeah, looking a bit dire.
Yes, we are.
Larry 2 points on the board. Kind of a. I think Neph tried pressing on that reset attempt, possibly expecting a throw bait or something. But Larry just going straight into close light and getting another hit and finishing the game off it. Nice, dodging the throw attempt.
Yeah, nice stuff. Yes, Cat caught it with an air offensive, and he's gonna take a lot of damage here. Right, couple of it. Just try to set up these traps. There you go. Just chucks it straight into it. Gets the wall bounce. We're gonna see SBA to finish it off. Put some damage down on the board and may up something. No, we're going in for the strength for the offensive.
Nice. The delayed button managed to catch the BC timing. Very nice stuff from Larry. I think they messed up by pressing a bit too late, or it was a deliberate bait to bait DP with the animation.
If it works, it's always deliberate when it works.
True. If it works, it works. Backing up, trying to keep some distance. Spot dodging, possibly preempting a reversal 6XL out of the corner.
Oh, core blocking. Has to use a break point to keep themselves safe. However, how safe? Oh, this is the conversion. Alright, goes for U-trap. Goes for the teleport. What do you really get ready? No. Gets ready.
Neph is so crazy on point with reacting to those teleports and knowing what button to press as well. The far medium we saw to punish like a space teleport earlier was crazy. Nice, immediately counter poking with 60 and getting a pretty decent confirm. Straight into a reset. Larry trying to press something, but yeah, BCing out, putting Neph in the corner. Traps on screen, covering a very good space. But Neph just dashed, super jumping out of the corner. Knocked into trap by the spike.
Right now we're playing that poke. Oh no, gets caught with another air approach. Larry's gonna take a ton of damage here. Get hit by the SBA, but SBA is gonna do extra damage as there's only one break counter on the side of Larry.
Neph just needs one good hit there. Larry's got no break points to work with, but still has 100 meters, so has enough to DP if Neph gets close using the spare body. Just trying to push Neph into the corner by closing the distance on those traps. Trap right in front of Neph. Neph destroys it before getting pushed into it. Trying to find like an approach option, using their burst options, dodging the teleport, not letting Larry get that pressure from the falling button off the teleport. And nice, finding the fireball to finish off that round and take another point for them, tying it out 2-2.
Yeah, I gotta give respect to Neph. Even when pushed straight back into the corner, they find a way out to get the win. Most players would like crumble on that, but Gex just had the game plan. I must get in by any means necessary.
Neph is playing a lot more aggressive now. We're seeing a lot of like screw this, I'm just running through the trap. in these fast cuts. Ooh!
Gonna get you punished and then some. Okay, gonna go for the teleport. We're gonna go for the mix. You can't jump. You gotta guess. You gotta hope Larry makes a mistake. Oh no! You got caught in a checkmate. Held block for far too long. Couldn't make a choice and kind of paid a price for it. Advantage on Larry.
A bit dire, especially because they would have died a chip. Nice, finding the first hit of the game, taking Larry to the corner here. This is the position you want Cagliostro in, stuck in the corner. Larry's going to try going for those BCs again, gets baited by the delayed EX Fireball.
Right now, it's just summoning. Oh, I'm ready for the teleport. And right now...
Neph is so on point with that. Yeah, finishing it off as well. Neph is so on point with catching those teleports. I think Larry's got to stop going for those. Neph knows how to react to those.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Now Larry's able to set up some traps. Bit close, though. But it is dancing around the trap's range. Oh, gets caught. Just had the whole strong. Nice. Setting up the traps. Maybe stuck in the corner, but it's got a defensive mechanism.
Yeah, Larry's kind of turtled in the corner behind those traps, manages to find a counter poke. Not getting too much damage, putting themselves back in the corner, really turtling this game. Moving the traps further up and switching sides, now you're in the corner now.
I'm not risking anything. You're either gonna die. I'm not doing anything risky. You're gonna die. We're gonna play this cut. We're gonna play this by faster cuts, okay? And you're gonna like it. Oh, nice. Go in for it. Okay, didn't get enough for the conversion. Trying to catch them with this flutter. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Neph trying to jump and takes the set. Nice stuff from Larry. Again, a very, very close set, but Larry just managing to finish it off in the end. Very visibly changing their playstyle in that last round as well. Just like, all right, I'm a round up. I am going to set my traps and turtle myself in the corner and see what you do. And I think Neph was slightly baffled by the strategy and kind of struggled to approach.
Yeah, I would be as well. This game is basically more aggressive. So a player just holding on to the side and just playing like turtles. It's kind of unuseful, and you're kind of forced to do something, especially if you're playing Gex.
Yeah. Straight into it, we have Is this Vandine
Vandine,
or
yes.
Ypsilon? Vandine versus Viz. Viz coming back in it with the Anre.
Yep.
And his very silly challenge name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this. Vandine plays a ton of characters. They're using Narmaya this time. I like to think of them as more of a Jack. They love their Shotos or Shoto-esque characters. And I know Narmaya is not exactly what you think of the idea of Shoto, but you can see like the idea. You know what I mean?
She's an all-rounder with good neutral, and and one of the benefits of playing a character with like two different stances like this is you can adapt throughout the game and really mix up how you play and adapt for different situations. But Nom is a bit of everything. Nice, finding a close heavy counter hit and getting the full confirm off of it as well. Immediately taking Viz to the corner, getting some pretty good damage as well. And with the reset, messing it up slightly though.
Yeah. Catch them, Mr. Tuna, and we are going to see some big damage here. Yeah, we're gonna go for everything and the kitchen sink.
Kind of a brutal round, yeah. Vandine immediately like finding two really good counter hits and taking them to their absolute extreme, just dumping meter and doing like 50% each time.
Amazing job. Right now, Anre's playing that attacking game. Visuals trying to press and just keep Vandine in the corner. Vandine switching sides. Now you're on the defensive phase. What's the plan? What's the answer? Oh, we're gonna see some big damage. Alright, 100 meter. Not going for the SBA. Going for the move flip though.
Viz really trying to catch Vandine with like a hit of some variety here.
We're playing that per game, going to get them with the material. Not happening. Viz just playing that range game, playing that mid range. Just want to make sure you feel comfortable in that range. And he's doing a good job. Gets the material, closes the gap. Wow, you're in advantage visuals. Right, now just playing that per game. Wants to make sure you're feeling unsafe and gets the round.
Nice. Vandine really trying to roll through those, but I think Viz was just so effectively like checking their approaches. Tries to 6XL expecting Viz to fall, but Viz with the air stall immediately into a counter hit as well. Taking Vandine to the corner and doing a big chunk of damage.
Alright, nice. Alright, switching sides. What with that BCU on now into the advantage. Alright, Vandine.
Two throw checks in a row. V tries to BC Vandine back in the corner, but Vandine playing the patient game with their pressure. Just out of the range of that dashing heavy. Managing to get a hit with the flip. Taking Viz to the corner, but Viz with the immediate jump reversal dive kick there.
And it would convert straight into SBA. Vandine's got to have to figure a better plan next round.
Viz with the first point of the set on the board. Some nice stuff though. I think Vandine was struggling a bit to approach against Viz's zoning pattern there. Rolling under, trying to use a burst option just to close that distance, but Viz just out of range. Finds the hit with flip. Immediate counter hit. Viz trying to do something on wake up. I think that wasn't a counter. I think it was jump. But straight into some pressure. Just BC'd out the corner. Switches sides, putting Vandine in the corner.
Oh, catches the flip. Even better, gets a corner combo. We're gonna see some big damage here. Alright, nice. Okay, crumple one. Okay,
That was a good confirm off of sweep as well. That can be kind of tricky to confirm. Yeah, nice. Using the just jab to catch the jump there. I think Viz went for one of those like throw baits with the jump into dive kick.
Right, Viz is just doing a good job at the moment, just playing down defensive. But Vandine, it's gonna round up, so this has to find a way to win 2 rounds. Okay, Vandine DP had enough of that nonsense. Gets the grab. Gets the grab again. Viz in the corner. Wow, we're seeing a lot of grabs here.
Yeah, Vandine just like tossing Viz around, it seems. But Viz finds a very good hit here into some pretty decent damage. A nice knockdown. Vandine does not want to block in that situation, just BC's out. Finds a counter as well. Viz pressing on wake up, expecting Vandine to do something patient to try and possibly bait a BC of some kind. But yeah, just finds the hit and ties it out 1-1.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be upwards climb for both players. They're going to have to play their best and then some to get through this. Oh, nice. Spiral Spear conversion. Got to put Vandine into the corner. Vandine holding the block bone. Fizz just want their pressure. Okay.
Kind of a fancy class situation. The multi-hit on that just beating Vandine's follow-up button.
Okay, Vandine's got themselves into the fray. Gonna put Fizz into the corner. What is Fizz gonna do? Break out of this? That's my big question. Nice, Vandine. Getting pressure in. Especially with all these tools that Narmaya has to just keep you on your toes. Sometimes she can just go for north to just dash in and then grab you for your troubles. Okay.
Yeah, both of them playing very, very patient, just like seeing what happens, watching the other person. Ooh, going for a burst option, but getting checked by Viz's fireball there. Slowly trying to work their way in, using flip to try and keep some plus frames on. BC'd out, but yeah, just straight into the X stab there and taking that round.
Good stuff. Like, Vandine's definitely started adapting. Definitely got some new tools up their sleeve as well. Okay, Fizz on the offensive. Trying to just catch Vandine. There we go. Catches them on the attack against the parry. Oh, does the catch the flip though. Vandine's still in the fray.
Using Raging Strike, just taking it to the corner, yeah. Nice stuff. Really wants Viz in this corner. Viz still has 2 brave points to use. Going straight for the throw. Viz possibly just looking for an opportunity to reversal. Not ready for the run-up throw. Nice stuff from Vandine. 1 up. Currently 2-1 to Vandine.
Yeah. Oh! Foresaw the parry. Gonna make Viz pay for that one.
Got Mind Reader Vandine. Straight into some Viz pressure. Viz just going for 6XL, 6XL, buttons, 6XL. That's Grambly for you. Finds a counter hit, catching the roll. The roll was a bit too early, and getting some pretty decent damage here in the corner.
Yeah, okay, Viz is playing that range game. Alright, waits for the move flip, punishes it accordingly. Dang, Viz is getting a lot of good catches. However, he's not able to confirm for no just yet. Okay, gets the U parry. Getting ready for these grabs. However, Vandine just punishes them with a grab anyway. Okay,
yeah.
Viz is trying to fight their way out of the corner, and he's successful. Puts a point on the board for them.
Nice hit confirm as well on that crouching, just crouching medium into the skill just to finish it off. Taking the round, really doesn't want Vandine to get the set point. Spot dodging the fireball and using it as a chance to take back their turn. Catching Viz walking back with the dashing medium there. Back into a neutral situation. Viz hitting the dashing button, getting a tiny confirm and taking some pressure here. But both of them playing it quite safe. Nice reaction spot dodge from Vandine. Getting a hit on the, getting a confirm on the air to air, but just getting parried straight back into the corner there.
Oh, he's not ready for the flip. It's gonna get charged to the corner, face to that move, and even better, Vandine able to finish it off and put themselves in set point.
Yeah, Viz deciding to press on Wake Up there, possibly expecting Vandine to try and bait BC because they were low health and still had like full brave points. But yeah, Vandine just going straight into that meaty button and managing to close it and take it to set point. Both of them playing quite careful. Nice, just counter poking the button with the stab. Viz getting the first hit of the round, taking Vandine to the corner.
Yeah. Okay, getting that damage, trying to put it on the table. Good. See the BC base, not BC, see the DP and base it, and now he's gonna go for some big damage here. I get the fireball, just going to charge that meter. You Mantis will be the counter here, and that's all she wrote. 2 apiece.
Visual taking Vandine off of set point. It's back to 2-2. This is anyone's game, definitely. Sweeps immediately trying to catch Vandine approaching, but Vandine just backing up and punishing it. Into Vandine's pressure, pushing Viz into the corner, and just playing the patient game, waiting for Viz to press something. But Viz going for the H fireball very, very fast.
Playing that wait for racing games, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, right now playing that. Just trying to see who breaks first. And Viz gets through. What? Again, Vandine.
That's the fastest stab, yeah, managing to win that interaction just on pure speed. B seeing Viz off them, going for a bit of a throw mix-up, but both of them kind of playing it safe. Nice shimmy from Vandine, finding that hit and confirming, taking it back to set point. Vandine, incredibly nice shimmy into a punish as well.
Yeah. Right, Vandine looking real comfortable here. Oh, okay, gets the anti-air. Only 3 hits, but definitely able to make Viz very uncomfortable. Just kind of stuck in the corner, and even worse, gets caught for the troubles. Look at that. How far goes down? Oh no, it's over now. Or maybe not.
Looking bad. This is looking bad. Doesn't have enough meter to route this in like a super simple way, but just going for the basketball, going into the reset, trying to find just like 1 or 2 stray hits. This is chip damage range for Viz as well. Viz can block 1 or 2 more specials.
Yeah, but Viz has a resource that Vandine really needs at the moment. He's got brave points. All 3.
Yeah, nice. Using the super to just like put the brave point game on their side, which can be really, really good. One more button, yeah, just blocks it. Winning through chip damage. Nice stuff from Vandine. Vandine was in such a good situation there and just knew how to play into it, just making Viz block something. Very, very well done. Knocking Viz into the losers bracket and moving on to winners finals.
Yeah, I gotta admit, Vandine did a fantastic job, just kind of closing down Viz's approaches, and even in defensive play. You didn't see Fizz really throw out much fireballs. You know how he usually does his zoning.
Yeah.
I think even that got closed down by Vandine.
I think Vandine was really good at contesting Viz's Anre at ranges where Anre doesn't typically need to worry. Especially using like the Mist Finder. That can be a really, really good and fast tool to check Anre at ranges where he's used to being safe, or he's used to being more safe than he would otherwise. I think Vandine was on point at making making Viz uncomfortable in positions where they're not used to being uncomfortable on that character. It was very, very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on, we're going to losers side, where in losers round 4 we're going to have Fanfare versus Natlock. It's going to be interesting. Fanfare again on the Belial, switched to Beatrix in the last set we saw on stream, but going straight back to Belial, fighting against Natlock with the Zeta. Fanfare also has a 2B,
yeah,
but we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, maybe not being confident with these matchups. I thought the Belial's definitely putting in work. Look at this. Putting the pressure up on Natlock. Oh, gets the stab. These grabs are definitely coming in. And just closing down the space. Catches the spot dodge with the 6L. We are going to see a bit of damage coming in here. But nothing too fancy at the moment. Just end it off. End that safely. Okay, another 6L coming in. Catching that lock slipping. We are going to see a quite a long combo, but we're going to go straight to SBA.
Nice. That's a really good pressure sequence from Fanfare as well. Just stopping Natlock from being able to do anything they can to escape. Natlock tries to press on a safe jump. Unlucky stuff. Possibly expecting an empty throw or something. After Fanfare had thrown them around so much in that game. Straight back into it. Mashes out of the pressure successfully. I think Fanfare thought that he had more time than he did on those plus frames. Immediate mash out again, catching Fanfare with a crouching button.
Alright, catches there with a fireball. Natlock not able to play their 2M game as usual. Fanfare's not afraid to use those fireballs for good reason. Okay, nice. Catches their 6L with their 6L instead. Fanfare pushing them into the corner. Gonna get that extra damage down as well. Look at that, first 9 hits. Right now, Natlock is not looking too confident. Was ready for the shimmy.
Natlock's being very, very conservative with brave points as well. Finding the crouching medium counter and managing to confirm it, taking Fanfare to the corner. Still having full brave points even after blocking that sequence, being very, very conservative. Trying to press out there, but getting tagged by the button. Straight mash, confirming into Raging Strike and taking Fanfare back into that corner. This is looking good. Nice catch as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're going to see that B coming through. Okay, just looking a bit troublesome on the side of Natlock.
Both of them playing very, very cautious. Natlock expecting a burst option from Fanfare, and Fanfare just sitting there, finding the 6XL there and getting a pretty decent confirm here. Trying to finish it off, but doesn't really have the meter to do so. Into a reset situation. Ooh, yeah, dropped it.
Absolutely, that must have been definitely accident. Oh my, did he just run up a DP?
Yeah. Fanfare taking the first game in style. Fanfare's just like, well, I didn't get that last hit there, 1 hit away from death. Run up DP. I don't even think that was chip damage range. Maybe with the HDP actually. But But yeah,
That was not chip damage. You just had Canunes. Just like,
yeah.
I must
Run up, call out your attempt to check with DP. That's ballsy. That's certainly a way to get in their head. Natlock immediately taking Fanfare to the corner though and getting a pretty decent combo. Fanfare already half a health bar down into the pogo mix, but just DPing straight out, not even bothering to block the overheads.
Oh, catching the toes. Just okay, nice. Breaks on through. And he's definitely going to try to just put this straight into the corner. Or the best, anything they can do with the best of their abilities, but does a good job. We got combo limit, but the corner is there. Natlock again stuck in this corner.
Natlock is so conservative with their brave points. Ooh, gets counter hit by Fanfare. This is going to be big damage in SSBA range as well. Going for the full route and ending it with SSBA. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think this conservativeness is not going to help Natlock in the long term because you can block, but you can't block forever.
Really keep, especially against Belial, a character with really, really good corner pressure and really good walk speed as well to shimmy and such. But yeah, Natlock's been so conservative, not spending a single brave point that round on defense. I don't think they've spent a single brave point on defense, full stop, this set so far.
Alright, again, Fanfare's going for the pressure, and Natlock slowly trying not to get pushed to the corner. Good Natlock pushing Fanfare into the corner. Oh, gets ready, and he's ready to deal with the 6L accordingly. Catches them, and we're going to end up that with SBA.
Look at that damage. Very good stuff. Straight into the corner. Gets the hit, but yeah, just UDP's out of there. Fanfare does not want to be blocking today. Goes for the reset. There we go. There's the BC. Natlock spending some of that meter. Getting a hit. This is a bit dire for Fanfare. Natlock needs one good hit. Nice whiff punish as well from Fanfare. Throwing Natlock straight into the corner. Baiting the parry.
Oh, you can't bait forever though.
Yeah, you can't bait forever though. Goes to keep their plus frames, but yeah, just gets parried. Yeah, you parried out of the corner.
To be fair, in Fanfare defense, if I grab you 3 times, I wouldn't expect you to drop me parry on the 4th.
Yeah, true. Fanfare really trying to work their way out of the corner here, just playing it safe, trying to whiff punish. A bit too late on the reaction whiff punish and getting blown up for it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a bit of damage here. That bar is almost 100%. There we go. It's 100 now. You did SDA.
Yeah, that's a good like 60%. Stuck in the corner, baits the DP this time. Fanfare's been so like hand on the trigger with that DP so far, and that time Natlock just baits it and blows Fanfare up for being so greedy on defense. 1-1, tying it out.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy now.
Straight into it, trying to take some space. Fanfare just backing up, playing the reactive game, but possibly just pushing themselves into the corner. Nope, finds the counter hit 6XL into a little grounded confirm.
Yep. It all gets the grab as well. Now this is the problem start to arise. Natlock's not been good dealing with this corner pressure.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. Getting big damage here, has enough meter to end with super, and goes for it. I don't think this kills, but this is still a really good situation for Fanfare to be in. It might be a good chance for Natlock to use some of those points, but Natlock's been conservative with them for some reason. Gets thrown.
Yeah, I think this sucks. Like, you don't want Belial close to you, so maybe it's time to use them. And plus, he has not used the command grab yet, so there's no reason to be afraid just yet.
Yeah. Fanfare's been mostly playing like reactive and establishing. He's kind of been like walking back and forth, seeing what you do, and then picking his openings very well. Nice spot dodge. Dodging the 6XL and reversing the situation. Baits the BC with the safe jump. Gets a tiny bit of damage into a reset there.
Oh, and we're going to get the side switch. Natlock again stuck in the corner. And okay, good. Stealth gets the grab. And I think Fanfare knows they can just abuse the pressure. Okay, finally uses a brave point.
Yeah, using that plus on block and low to really using it to their advantage. Knows that's minus frames. Yeah, Natlock pressing sweep on minus frames. Using that again. Sweep's quite an easy button to hit confirm, but yeah, Fanfare finding the 6XL into auto combo and just confirming into super and taking the round. Very, very nice. Fanfare's got 2 points on the board. This is looking very, very good for them, but Natlock's certainly not out. Natlock's been Every time Natlock hasn't got locked down in the corner, they've done very, very well. But they're struggling a bit against Belial corner pressure.
But the thing you say, they do very well when they're not locked in the corner. But I think they've been locked in the corner at almost every round. They're gonna have to adapt somehow to deal with this pressure. And I think they've found a way now. They've put Fanfare into the corner. Okay, getting the big damage.
Pogo into low, but Fanfare does not want to block any mix-ups today. Straight into UDP. Goes for the run-up throw off of the shimmy.
Oh, nice.
Straight back into it. Tries to BC out. Bit too early, preemptive, and yeah, I got spot dodged on reaction to the Raging Strike. The one of the times Natlock actually tried to BC out of the corner and gets blown up for it. Maybe Natlock might be onto something.
Maybe onto something, but they need to get onto something quick and fast because it's looking like game point to Fanfare.
Definitely nice. Checking the reset with the low there. Fanfare just BCing, does not want to be in that corner. Throws Natlock into the corner, but Natlock immediately parries out with the H parry. Pretty decent confirm as well. Wall to wall, coast to coast. Fanfare locked down straight away, dumping that resource into the wall to wall. Just keeping the pressure on, playing at the range their buttons are suited for. Nice whiff punish from Fanfare.
Right now, Fanfare is holding block in the corner. Doesn't want to do anything too risky. Oh, right, nice. Uses the U fireball. A lot of plus lanes. Okay, finds to find a way to break out. To find a way to get this off the middle stage. Ever gets hit with that Raspberry.
Natlock's been a lot more trigger happy with those parries this round. It seems to be working out for them. Hit confirming that 2M straight into Raging Strike. Taking Fanfare to the corner could potentially end it with some good routing here. Yeah, just going straight into the HTP and taking the round. This is Natlock's chance to win this next one and take Fanfare off of set point. Catching 2 BC attempts. But the second one hits, the Raging Strike comes out, but it hits and gets a confirm of it.
Right, again, getting this mileage out of the 6XL. Okay, we're going for the 2M. That move is crazy safe.
6XL resets galore, straight into throw. Natlock playing very, very defensive. Nice, catching the fuzzy timing with the run-up delayed close light. Straight into a big confirm, dumping the meter and taking the set. Very nice stuff from Fanfare, going for that riskier coolout with the plus frames into run-up delayed close light, taking the set over Natlock and knocking Natlock out of the tournament at 7th place. Congratulations, Natlock. But yeah, Fanfare moving on to losers quarterfinals to fight Neph. But before that, I think we have Owned by Gaming versus Static.
Yeah.
Still in losers round 4.
Lily, are you ready for some tomfoolery?
Tomfoolery?
Some nonsense. Absolute poppycock.
Yeah, I see Lowain on my screen right now, and I don't know how to feel about it. I've seen a bit of Owned by Gaming's Lowain, but I'm truly ready for some shenanigans with the boys. The lads, and let's not forget the big lad, Gigi, and the lads Tank. The robot waifu.
We got the whole crew.
Whole squad. The whole squad is ready. Owned by Gaming with the Gold Master Lowain. I'd be terrified.
Lowain's a character where you have to do your homework to stand a chance, but luckily we live in Europe, so we've got like 20 Lowains to deal with. I had to cry against and to do, because I remember in VSF, the bracket alone had 11 Lowains. 11
Lowains?
Yeah.
Was this the patch where he was like top 1?
Yeah, it was that patch. So we were.
Oh my.
So we were all like, so I think we all said, well, let's not say we've got 11 Lowains. That's gonna kill any advertising for VSF.
There was the stream can hear me, by the way. There was a bracket way back where Soggy had to fight like 5 Lowains in a row, like in bracket. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was.
At least you get matchup experience. Like you are ready and prepared for the character if you fought 7.
I mean, Saki plays Lowain now, so.
Oh my god.
He got transfused with the Lowain.
It's spreading like a virus.
You heard where hey, you got You say where hey, he's like, oh no, it's happening. I'm becoming a Lowain maid.
What's happening to me? What is this?
Well, you
Transforming.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see some shenanigans. We don't see much Beelzebub these days, actually. Beelzebub was played by our resident Cake, but Cake has sadly retired from playing Gran as much.
Static's been doing very, very well on this character, though. Especially that last set we saw. We saw some, like very well playing into like the character specific tools and stuff. Like jump heavy dive kick as a defensive option is very, very strong because it can crush like lows and mids. And just dive kick in general, very difficult to anti-air unless you have a DP, in which case you can try and reaction DP, use the invul to go through it. And it's also like advantage slash safe on block. So it can be a very, very strong tool to get out of those corner situations because unlike most things, unless your character has a DP, unless their character has a DP, it can beat shimmy attempts. Just because even if they block it, it's still your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I got it. Beelzebub, I feel doesn't have the options to like lock you down and stuff like, but it's mostly dependent on dive. And it's also good that he has options everywhere in the stage. Like for example, if you want to play from afar, you got feathers. If you want to play mid range, you got good mid range bosses. And if you want to come close, you got Karma to drag your opponent close. You Karma if you want to be funny. And Anthem, if you want to be on level on the Apollo. So,
and if you really don't want to play neutral, you can just teleport up to them and say hello and give them a throw or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just imagining like you know in Dragon Ball Fighters when Cell does teleport, he's like hello.
Yeah. I always do the nothing personal kid meme when I see someone like specifically teleport into throw. Because like the slow throw animation really gives like, I really caught you off guard kind of vibes.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
True.
Yeah, but still, both these characters known for being quite solid in this matter. Beelzebub less solid, and since the nerfs, Lowain has not been as dominant as he has. And think of the nerfs because the U fireball, or as we all call it here, bro wheel. It's just being that safe was illegal. Like if Lowain used it and you didn't hit him in 16 frames, the bro wheel will come to hit you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a ridiculous move because you got 3 reversals out.
That can always be scary. How does Beelzebub's like fireball that can cover jumps, you know, his big fireball with multiple fireballs, how does that interact with bros?
Because bros have 1 HP each, it can beat bros. However, because they travel in a straight line, their fireballs, it can only take out one of the bros, so most likely Sammy, but Tommy's still gonna come on you with the overhead.
Oh, I see. Well, not technically an overhead, but spiritually an overhead. It enables mix-ups because it locks you down, but it's a mid.
Yeah, it's technically not overhead, but you're gonna be screaming overhead after Lowain combos you from it, and it puts another mixy situation.
Yeah, you're gonna be screaming overhead when you're ready to block it, and then you get thrown by Lowain before it hits.
It's just my dearest brother, I've been caught by Lowain mix.
It can be a really scary position to have both of the bros charging at you while Lowain's right in front of you.
No, it was both the bros and the catbot throwing rockets, like.
Yeah, crazy stuff. You can really get pinned down by this character if you're not careful. Just all of his summons and stuff. We're still waiting on Static. Yeah, this is taking their sweet time, getting ready on the Lowain dust loop.
All right, yeah. So there's a little bit of we're waiting for Ecstatic right now. So I will take this moment to pad out time by showing off the slideshow that's been going on screen here. Obviously we've got other other brackets happening in the European Rising community versus Rising community. And obviously, !calendar in the chat will bring up the link to the Google Calendar, which will have them. But hey, if we go like some major ones that you want to look out for, every Thursday we have Duncan Yips. That is like the bracket for Grand Blue. That's like very consistently happening. Very stacked. The only thing that's not stacked is Nayu's computer.
That is this connection, the orange. Yeah. I'm gonna go around.
But if you're a new player, you're like, oh, I don't want to go to a big tournament just yet. You can. There is actually a bracket for you now. There is the EU training grounds, or the European training grounds, which is hosted by Ryajin and Nayu as well. So we can't escape Nayu no matter what. And that is a separate like ladder kind of bracket just to get used to the games. And once you either hit master or you actually win a bracket there, you are quote unquote graduated and not allowed back in. So that's like you're too good, get out of here. But yeah, so there are a few players in this bracket which have been playing on this. So I saw a few ex.
I'm an EUTG graduate from the beginner bracket.
Nice
as well.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, there are some other ones. Obviously, Jalta League. I commentate Jalta League myself, so there's a bit of bias here. But that's bi-weekly. A small bracket, but it has huge production value. Hanami exhibition. So we have first to 5 sets happening every Monday. And in about 30 minutes, the Fakers episode is going to start. So that's be sure to watch that. Grand Cypher Zone, obviously every Tuesday on Variety's channel, and then Parade's Lost happens whenever Pap feels like it. So that's kind of that's a bit of the inconsistent thing, but that's mostly what I think. I'm just gonna look through the slideshow here.
Wait, I want to advertise a bracket while I'm here.
Yo, go ahead.
I want to advertise the Albion tournament that's going on later on in May. Done by my good friend and fellow not fellow main guy, I ain't touching. Fellow player GP. He's doing a home bracket, a offline bracket in Norwich. So if you want to come all the way to Norwich, it's there with speakers, people going to be selling stuff, the whole 9 yards. Please come down.
Do you have a link that I can post somewhere?
Yes, I do. I'm just gonna have to find it.
All right, Ecstatic is back here, so I will shut up once again and let you guys handle the rest.
Yes, you will. Goodbye, Taffer. We love you, but we must move on. And right now we got the lads versus Beelzebub.
Yeah, moving straight into it. Is this a fair fight? I guess it's like some kind of like mage versus just a guy and his boys, but it is a 3v1.
Well, actually, it's more of a 5v1, depending.
It's true. Nice shimmy, yeah. Baiting that, having the rocket up just to cover them and get that punish. Straight in the corner, the bros are out, goes for the mix-up, but just gets DP'd straight out. Teleports behind you, nothing personal, kids. Straight into it. Keeping the plus frames on.
Oh, gets caught. Gets the wall bounce. I'm gonna get some big damage over here. No, we are dealing with any nonsense. We've got HBA.
Human pyramid, yeah. Unlucky stuff. Nice. Again, we saw that jump into dive kick reversal. Very, very strong. Static's so on point with using it. Teleports behind you and finds that hit. Taking the first round for Static.
Looking very well on the side of owned by Beat to start with, but Static just took it out. Alright, bro fam.
Nice conversion by owned by Gaming. Taking Static to the corner. Again, shimmying that button with Lowain's amazing back run. Getting caught there and reversed into the corner by Static, getting a nice combo off of it as well. Straight into the setup, I think messes it up slightly, gets mashed on, but owned by Gaming doesn't confirm. Baits the BC with the dive kick, a bit too high for it to hit, and getting a big combo here. They have enough meter to dump it all into super if they want, but instead going for a reset.
Yeah, go for combo limit. Playing it safe. Oh, still hits.
Yes. Crazy finding a hit that they somehow managed to hit confirm into super there. Very nice from Static, taking the first game with I guess you could say luck, but it's also skill. So
Luck if it hit, luck if it doesn't hit, skill if it does.
not mutually exclusive, I suppose. Nice finding the frame trap owned by gaming, trying to jump out there, I think, or backdash.
Alright, oh my baby is kind of stuck. Oh no, it gets worse for them. I get stuck on with a double Beyblade. Gonna get a lot of damage stuck on them. Okay, Master's right time. Gonna get the conversion. Catbot. Switch sides. Good stuff. And that's a good 20 hit combo. Catbot.
Into the bro knockdown, running back to get out of DP range. But yeah, again, Static with those teleports. Owned by gaming, struggling to react to them.
Nice. Okay, oh my game. Maybe try one setup, but nope. Gonna get taken out by Beelzebub. Okay, good spot dodge. Has respect the dive kick. Alright, now just play that poke game. Tommy in the frame with some of the rockets. Catching the toes. I'm gonna get some big damage here. Alright, lads there. Alright, bro.
Nice, catching Bro and confirming off of it as well. Some pretty big damage. Not enough combo limit to end with super. Getting reversal thrown into the corner, Guilty Gear style, and big comboed for it. This is looking bad. Static's got meter to dump as well.
This is going to kill.
Crazy stuff, yeah, ending it with super. No combo limit, finishing it off in like a 60% combo. Very nice stuff from Static. All off a back throw and into a hit as well, which is crazy. Static already 2 on the board, seeming very dominant so far, but owned by gaming, taking it to character select, considering their options, taking a breather, having a glass of water, and pulling out the Sandalphon here, going into game 3.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because the Lowain is by far the better character. However, I see there's Sandalphon here and there, but I don't think Sandalphon is ready for the show. But I could be proven wrong.
I think they might have just been uncomfortable keeping Beelzebub stuck in the corner. They were struggling a lot against like reversal jump into dive kick and against teleport out of corner. They might just not be comfortable structuring Lowain's pressure against those kinds of options. Nice, stuck in the corner, but finding a mash out, activating water projectile.
Yeah. Alright. Ferris kind of beat the water projectile. But gets conversion, we're going to see the double wall bounce.
Nice. Still, yeah, losing the water there, but spot dodging the fireball, closing the distance. Has Static in the corner here. Ooh, gets, yeah.
And even worse, that fires at 100. Not going to kill, but still going to do nasty bit of damage.
Doesn't have the combo limit to combo into super, just ends it safely into a reset. Nice, finding a counter hit and taking the first round there. No meter expenditure needed.
Yeah, I feel in this one it's over by just being too not greedy, the opposite of it. Too wasteful with the break counters. He's using too many resources, and if you use too many break counters, you actually take more damage.
I think he's playing too fast as well. I think he's not like waiting and seeing enough. I think he's pressing things and getting blown up for it. Static's controlling a lot of space and controlling it very effectively, and you have to be okay just like taking space slowly and blocking and playing the defensive game. But yeah, Static taking the set 3-0. Owned by Gaming did pretty well on the Lowain. Switched to Sandalphon, tried their best, but like I think Static just had control over that entire game. Congratulations, Owned by Gaming, on 7th place though, tied with Natlock. Very, very well done. But Owned by Gaming moving up to losers quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised how quick that was actually.
Very, very quick for Static, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that if the Lowain was able to lock down Beelzebub a bit more, could be seen a bit more shenanigans. But I feel OMIB was being too wasteful with the resources. Like one time he had Beelzebub in the corner, and as soon as he switched over, well, OMIB only had one break counter. He was going to take 50% more damage.
Yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate situation, I think. Yeah, but moving on, we have Fanfare versus Neph. Neph again on the EX Gran, a character I've described before as my chud son. I love EX Gran.
Yeah, the aggressive. Firstly, Beelzebub known for being quite the Shoto, but a tricky Shoto. A Shoto that doesn't play fair. But
Nice 6XL catching Fanfare has kind of like a very slow like I'm gonna walk towards you and press my button kind of playstyle, and Neph just immediately 6XLing. Neph wants to put you in block as quickly as possible, which plays into the strengths of the character, honestly. Finding a hit in the corner, this is some big damage. Has the meter to just finish it off with super. Nice, taking the first round over Fanfare.
yeah, quite convincing fashion. Fanfare didn't really have any touches on Neph. So yeah, good start on the side of Neph. Neph, oh, okay. Neph just putting that game to 100. He's like, I'm either gonna die trying or you're gonna die.
Fanfare's also upping the pace, yeah. Taking a lot more space, making a lot more commitments, a lot more dashing from a player who loves walking around. Finding a hit here, getting a pretty decent grounded confirm as well, dumping some meter to get a more carry. Still has a lot more hits because combo limit only starts when you leave the ground.
Okay, nice. Right, now Neph kind of calling their jets now. Okay, go for the DP. Right, try this cat to 6L, but Fanfare's not having it. Okay, gets crumple. Okay, yes, a good bit of damage. That move is like no plus. It's zero phase advantage, so.
Fanfare's still in the corner, has the faster U skill. Both of them activating the U skill on the same frame, but Fanfare is the faster one.
And I just had to play that pace game. Okay, can't deal with anything. And that shows gets hit with the 2L. That round is over.
Yeah, Neph trying to go for a reset and is in kind of a risky situation and getting punched for it. Nice 6XL whiff punish from Fanfare, but just getting immediately DP'd out with that 5U from EX Gran. Kicked into the corner, messes up the meaty, and Fanfare tries to BC but gets Raging Strike instead and it hits on Neph. Neph is down to 1 Brave point because they blocked that. Unlucky stuff.
Alright, goes for the UDP. Trying to just get out of that situation. Gets the grab. We're putting Fanfare under pressure, but Fanfare is not taking any time to wait. They're going for the mash, and they're going to get awarded splendidly. Switching sides down there in the corner, but now that's a wake-up DP. And they're switching sides again. Goodness gracious.
Neph BCing Fanfare into the corner, but has no Brave points to spend. Fanfare's only up by 1 there. Not too big. Very nice far medium whiff punish from Neph. Crazy good reactions on that.
Yeah, I do love how the both players know how to speed up and slow down in just the right time just to catch each other out. Like,
definitely. Nice whiff punish as well on the skill there. Straight into the throw mix-up. Doing some more strike throw, catches that with the counter hit Farlight, but that's hard to hit confirm.
Good grab. We're gonna get some good damage out. Nice. Right now, Fanfare doing a good job just locking down Neph. Neph being the defender in this circumstance. Usually we see Neph being quite aggressive. Okay, Neph's found a chance to be aggressive, and he's gonna try something out. Not gonna go to their advantage yet. Okay, gonna switch sides. Okay, this could be risky. We're using every resource under the sun. I'm gonna hope this kills. Okay, combo limit, save it alive. But now, Neph is out of this situation. Never mind. The wake up DP is gonna save their life.
That was dire. I think even if Neph baited that, they would have died on chip damage. So that was a really good situational awareness from Fanfare. I think that was a pretty safe DP. Immediately getting the first hit, pushing Neph into the corner. Playing kind of ambiguous, playing slightly spaced outside of light button range, trying to bait Neph into something. Nice whiff punish on the delayed 2L.
Right now, Gex is gonna fight their way out of it. Neph doing a really good job. Look at this. They're slowly breaking their way through. Fanfare kind of walked themselves into a corner. Oh, but getting caught. Never mind. Gets crumpled. We're gonna see not much from it actually, but what matters is Fanfare's in the corner. You got to fight your way out of that situation.
I think Neph's getting a bit greedy with their mashes, but it seems to be working. That was straight out of hit stun. I'm gonna do far medium. Fanfare playing slow. Fanfare playing slow, just staying in that corner. Tries to BC, but gets outspaced. Goes for delays options, trying to catch Fanfare doing a fuzzy. Ooh, gets counter hit on wake up, but doesn't manage to confirm off of it. Manages to catch that 6XL approach. Fanfare goes for it again, not afraid. BC's out of those plus range, does not want to be blocking that, and throws Neph into the corner.
Neph knows the win condition. Checkpoints there. Never mind, they're going to walk into the fireball anyway. So we take it.
Yeah, Fanfare didn't have too many options there. Their health so low, just a pixel. They like couldn't really return to neutral, but they also were uncomfortable keeping that pressure because they're on minus frames.
Good stuff, catching the Brave counter attempt. And he's going to get a lovely bit of damage. Half the health bar of Fanfare just disappeared to the nether. So
yeah.
you need one more, Neph needs one more good combo. Okay, we're going to see some gets game in here.
Neph saw Fanfare pressing that situation, and then the second time they went for it, they whiff punished it. Very nice, catching onto their habits. Catches Neph with that 6XL, takes them into the corner. Just goes for plus frames into that. Gets the whiff punish, but doesn't manage to confirm off it. Just a bit too far for the conversion they wanted. Fanfare low health, but still has 100 meter and SSBA on the board. Nice reaction spot dodge. Not getting unk-checked today by Neph. Getting some pretty big damage here. Spent some meter, but yeah, catching Neph trying to 6XL on wake up with that crouching button. Nice stuff. Very, very nice from Fanfare, bringing it back from a very dire situation and taking another point. This is 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean that final shimmy to the low was absolute class. All right, we're going straight for the DP. We ain't gonna gets close to me. All right, both of them doing DPs. Both of them trying not to get too close to each other because they just want to have a bit of advantage so far. Oh, okay, nice. We're gonna
immediate mash on wake up from Neph. Neph is not afraid to make those big commitments, knowing that a character like EX Gran, if they could just get like a hit into a knockdown, they can do a lot with that. Fanfare reversing the situation, side swapping, throwing Neph straight into that corner, going for some pressure. Neph going for an immediate throw. I don't even think that was delayed. Finding a little counter hit here and doing a ground combo into the crumple to extend even further. Finally launches, combo limits kicked in. Yeah, manages to finish it off.
Good. They still had one more hit in them. Right now, Neph's doing a good job just trying to keep that safe range. But Fanfare's not respecting it. Going straight in and putting Neph into the corner. Look at this. I'm going to see a Belial combo is going to do damage, and that meter's looking quite full.
Yeah, just using the UDP to get out of that corner. Low enough to be able to block that Brave counter. Fanfare, I don't think wants to be in this situation. Has 100 meter to work with there. Tries to jump out, gets caught for it. Or, well, not jump out, but counter hit. Launched for some reason there. Tries to 6XL out of the corner.
Oh, here we go. I guess that confirmed. We're going to see a bit of damage here. Gets another. Yeah, I'm going to go straight for the beast. See, I'm going to go straight for the damage. Range strike.
Yeah. Neph, another point on the board. Fanfare going to character select. This echoes the last time we saw them on stream when they were a point down. They switched characters. This time pulling out the 2B. Really showing all of their like main characters on stream today.
Right, this is actually a really good idea. 2B, I wouldn't call her a Sona, but she wants you to be in a particular zone away from her, and she has tools to keep you out. And that heavy is going to be the main source of Klex's problems.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think this character's buttons are just big enough to really outspace EX Gran and make it kind of hard for him to get in his win condition, especially without something like a fireball that he can use to cover his weaknesses. It can become very, very, very difficult. Nice backdash from Fanfare, successfully punishing that, getting a nice conversion in the corner here. Neph knocked down without much health, but still has 3 Brave points and 100 meter to work with.
Nice. Why not just playing that game? Just want to keep you from afar, and there you go. Okay, misses the protocol. I don't think it's going to be game over just yet, because you've got meter, and still going to respect the idea that they could just DP. There we go. That's what I was saying.
That was scary. That nearly killed Neph on chip. Yeah, tries to get out again and gets blown up for it. Very, very nice.
The chips are down. I'm all in.
Even with Even with a pixel of health, Neph manages to take that back. I was scared that DP would kill on block.
I was a bit fearful, but as long as you got even one bit of HP, which is not chip point, you got a chance to break off through.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tries to jump out, but gets anti-aired by Fanfare. Straight into the 5 UDP there.
Yeah, but Fanfare is also mashing, so whatever advantage Neph thought they could take had just been nullified. And now they're back in the corner, and Heavy is just doing so much work.
The 6XL trying to just catch Neph with these massive buttons here. Gets the crumple, extending the combo even further without starting the combo limit count. Now it starts, yeah, can finish it in any way they want. Just Raging Strike to cleanly finish it off with Fanfare. Taking it to round 3 here. Still set point for Neph though. But Fanfare has a very good chance to take Neph off this set point and tie it out 2-2.
Oh, again, he tried to get in. The Heavy is doing so much dividends. Look at that. Alright, get switching sides. Right now, Neph is just trying to find a way to get in comfortably because he only needs about 2 really good combo hits. He's living life well. However, the 2B range is just nullifying any attempt of our offensive from Gran.
Yeah, Fanfare really using those approaching buttons to try and whip punish. Neph finding a hit here straight into the crumple, extending without extending the combo count. Combo count starts now. They have a lot of hits to work with still.
Yeah, gotta end it with DP, just keep it safe. Oh, good. They want to keep themselves in a situation where they don't get biddied by the Heavy, but Chain coming out. Again, the mash on the after BC is just catching Neph. And now Fanfare is making it 2-2.
I think Fanfare's catching on to Neph going for resets at ranges they definitely can, even on knockdowns. If you're too far away, you can't dash up and get that clean close light meter that you might want. 2-2 right now. Neph's on character select, choosing to switch to Abel to counter the 2B pick. I think Neph also knows that matchup might not be nice for EX Gran, choosing to switch off instead.
Yeah, although this is just Belial. Abel's is Avatar. This is just Belial.
Oh yeah, Belial.
And oh my goodness, he's using the costume. He's hot.
He's in the hot costume, yeah. Interesting. Fanfare definitely knows this character as someone who also plays Belial.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but Neph did use Belial before Gran, so I definitely feel. But oh, okay, there we go. We got the boot.
Just staring at each other for a second, seeing what they do.
Alright, nice going in the boot. Alright, here we go. This is what I was talking about, the command grab.
Nice, just keeping the pressure on. Playing at a distance, just super straight through. Gets the clean hit as well. Oh, wow.
Gonna do a bit of damage. No, not that heavy yet. Okay, gonna go for give Daddy some sugar.
It's interesting seeing how these two players, both playing Belial, play so differently as well. I think it shows you a lot about how they're different as players and how they approach the game. We didn't see a single parry like parry from Fanfare.
Alright, you gotta be careful. You can't just throw projectiles to free now. You know, give Daddy some sugars there. Oh, God, these jump-ins. They're all gonna get caught somehow, some way.
Yeah, Fanfare set point, pulling it back from Neph's set point from the last game. It's looking really, really good for Fanfare.
It's looking really good, but he's gotta find a way to break in. Nice.
Yeah, using Neph's passiveness there, just to use that opportunity to run up throw while he's not expecting it. But Neph finding a hit, taking Fanfare to the corner here, using those plus frames off of that 2M. 2M's very good at catching attempts to jump out as well because it's a low.
Oh, kind of going in with these command grabs, not happening though. Gets caught by the chain. Only got one break point on the side of you. No break points now. You're gonna take extra damage now.
Yeah, this is looking very, very dire for Neph. Neph doesn't have enough meter to use like an EX skill to force the way out. Gets BC'd back into the corner. Gets shimmied trying to check with that throw. Yeah, unlucky. Very, very nice stuff from Fanfare, knocking Neph out of the tournament. Yeah, Neph 5th place. Congratulations on 5th place, but Fanfare with the character switch managed to clutch it out. Incredible stuff.
Definitely incredible. I think with it regarding the Belial, Gex versus Belial, I did love how Neph just kind of switched up and then broke in.
Mm,
Just
definitely.
the 2B is Fanfare's main character. Ignore the Silver Master. He's got Grandmaster. He's had that Grandmaster with him 2B, and just the ability of his skill and plus the ability for 2B to just close down any approach that Gex even thinks of definitely helped. And the Belial was a bit rusty, but we did see what made them different. So yeah, sorry for cutting you off, by the way.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, Neph out at 5th place. We're moving on to the next losers quarterfinals game, which is going to be. Let's see here. Visuals versus Ecstatic. This is going to be an interesting one. This. Have these two played out in the bracket? I don't think they have.
I feel they have played on our bracket. They definitely played on Duncan Yips, if I'm correct. And I think Visuals took the win.
In Duncan? Maybe, yeah. This is going to be an exciting game, though. Static playing the Belial against Visuals, Anre. This is going to be fun. Unless Static makes a character counter pick of some kind. Ooh, yeah, choosing to play Soriz instead against Visuals Anre.
Alright, this is definitely going to be something.
Before Visuals went into that game, he said, "Wallahi, I'm cooked." I don't think he's very confident, but
oh, Visuals makes you laugh all the time, man.
You gotta believe in yourself, Visuals.
Oh,
nice bash.
A lot of players are just going for the aggressive characters against Visuals, and even though it's a good idea on paper, but I'll put that as the hungry box factor. If you keep going against him with a certain kind of archetype or character, they're gonna get used to it, and then they're gonna start beating you up for it.
Yeah, I think Static's just not confident playing Belial against a character with as good anti-zoning as Anre. Oh, nice, just straight up UDPing through there.
Okay, trying to take the turn, not yet. Nice, catching the spot dodge with the normal fireball.
Nice stuff, yeah. Visual doing incredibly well that game. Getting a kind of risky mash at the start and then just like taking it from there. Just keep pushing, keep Static from being able to play the game. Trying to put Static in the corner there, but Static just BCing back out, getting BC back into the corner, but countering with the 5U.
Nice. Okay, we're going for the fireball, trying to catch them. Good stuff.
Spot dodged a bit too early there and got hit by the end of the fireball. Static looking for their opportunity to punch their way in and get some offense. BC's Visuals straight off of them so they can get that knockdown. Both of them have no brave points. Lots of BCs this game. Spot dodged too early again.
Again, Static's just getting pushed to the corner. And okay, again, it's a situation where he's just getting caught. And now it's always time to play. I think this is as good as over.
Nice stuff from Visuals. Taking the first point on the board. That was quite fast. I think most of that game, Static was either getting ran over or struggled to get in. Maybe it's just them getting used to the zoning patterns of Visuals. Yeah, managing to throw the recovery of that the 5U. Got Static in the corner, but Static just HDPing straight out before getting BC'd back in again. Neither of them want to block.
Oh, nice. Alright. Right, now trying to play the mid game. Oh, okay, here we go. The U-punch. I don't feel like playing this anymore. Here we go. Nice. The Visuals missing the link, but able to just put Ecstatic under pressure. And there we go. Again, U-punch. We are not under pressure anymore. I am just thick and thin and sweet spot. Alright, U-mantra. Get a lot of damage
basketballing. I don't think they can finish it off here, yeah. Going into the reset, trying to bait a throw, but Static playing it patient, BCing out of there. Has the Brave Point advantage. Trying to find their way in with some preemptive rolls, just take space.
Have to be careful. I say that the punch is always there.
Yeah, catches Visuals walking forwards with the jump scare. That is H punch.
Oh, nice. Trying to catch him with 5U, not happening. Okay, just playing the fireball game. Charging up that meter for when he needs it. Oh,
Nice.
The static's just looking quite. Oh my days! 4 hit, 4 on the bed now, and there we go. Okay, trying to catch them. Oh, nice parry.
Air parrying the anti-air. Nice stuff from Visuals. On point with that. Getting a counter hit, not confirming it, and just going for a reset, but getting teched back out. Stuck in the corner here. Playing it, Anre playing it at the distance for Anre buttons. Finding a hit and just taking Static to the corner and taking another round. Taking it to round 3 here. I think Static really wants this point on the board.
I think Static needs this point in the board. Oh, we may see a do the factor, but this wasn't one of the harder players to get do the factor with.
Yeah. Static just DPing through that pressure, trying to use that opportunity to get a knockdown. Trying to walk back, shimmy, whiff punish, but Visual's not biting, just staying there, holding down back.
Alright, nice. Tries to get him with the manly muscles, but not happening. Alright, Visual's getting a lot of damage on the board here. And they're going to cash out with the SBA. One break point on the side of Static is not looking too nice for him.
Just using that meter to UDP out, uses the roll to side switch as well. Has Visuals in the corner here. Both of them just BCing back and forth, DPing. No one wants to block. Tries to throw bait, but Visuals with the jump immediate dive kick, catching it. Nice stuff from Visuals. 2 points on the board already. Visuals, the person who said that he was going to get like cooked. Already 2 points on the board, and Static taking it back to character select to see if they have any other options. Giving the Belial a try. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
Beelzebub, not Belial. They both have B at the start of their names. Sorry, I'm bad with names.
The difference is Belal's the hot one and Beelzebub is the jobber. He tries too hard.
I see.
Okay, going for the dive kick, but it ain't gonna work. This is Visuals. He always sees it coming.
Yeah, nice. Rolling under the fireball there. Static trying to play a lot more aggressive in this matchup just because he knows that Anre can counter zone a lot of the zoning he was doing against other characters. Reversal throw, Guilty Gear style, knew that Visuals dropped that combo there. Gets the anti-air counter hit. Straight into the corner, has lots of meter to spend as well, using it to get the forced wall bounce.
Nice, get the parry though. Visuals able to fire out of this. Get BC, but has time to set up the install. We could see some shenanigans, but right now
Static does not want to block anything while install's up, but yeah, Visual's still finding that hit anyways with that low.
Right, nice. Oh, gets the fireball. This. Alright, right now both of them just dancing around each other.
Knockdown. Yeah, the fireball carrying to the corner, tries to use the fireball to take some space and just get out of there. Successfully does so, but is currently on Visual's pressure. HDP's out, but gets immediately smoked with the fireball after trying to set up their own. Stuck in the corner, Visual's just giving them some space, knowing that Static has to make some kind of commitment to close this gap.
Oh, nice. Does that time to BC it? Has to deal with damage. Gets another fireball combo. We've got a chain, and right now Static not looking too good here, and it's over. Double fireball again to end it off.
Nice Visual taking it a pretty clean 3-0 over Static. I think Static isn't comfortable fighting against Anre on his Beelzebub. He gave the Soriz an honest try, but the Soriz didn't manage to clutch it out. I think Visuals is just on top of that game. Despite thinking that they were going to lose it, they managed to win it, knocking Static out of the tournament at 5th place. Congratulations on 5th place in the bracket. Currently, that means that
34 people left.
Yeah, 4 people left. We're entering top 4 territory here. We're gonna have losers semifinals in a second with fanfare. Oh, we're gonna do winners finals first, but yeah, losers semifinals is gonna be fanfare versus versus I'm bad with names again.
It's gonna be Larry Fizz fan for winners finals. Losers fans gonna have fanfare versus visuals. Oh yeah, I need to tell you the visual saying Wahali unfinished to I win the set is a true combo. Does it so many times.
Not just winning the set in a 3-0.
Yeah.
It's like the universe insisted he was wrong. But yeah, moving on to Vandine versus Larry. Larry and Vandine have both been so dominant so far in their respective half of winners bracket.
Well, Larry's had a bracket and a half today, actually.
Yeah.
Definitely done a pretty solid job.
A very, very solid job beating Neph. Beating Neph, Vandine, beating Fusi and stuff.
Yeah.
A very good bracket run for both. Letting the intro rock out. It's been a few games. It's been a few sets since we've seen someone let the intro rock.
Yeah. Right. Vandine does use Fira, so we definitely see something here and there. However, overall, you need a character that can break in against Cagliostro. And Fear is not that character.
She has pretty good run speed though, and like walk speed and stuff, so she can close that distance, but just not super well.
I agree, she does. However, you need some character to like break in, and Fear does not have the facilities to just break in easily. There we go. That was so cheeky for Larry. Teleported out. Like that's DP. Don't care for it though.
Yeah, nice shimmy with the light teleport there. Clashing buttons.
Go to Scarlet Oath. Alright, get to Jaffro. Mimi doing this job. Oh, okay, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I made a bit silly because we're gonna see the SSBA actually this second stance.
Nice, Vandine getting that hit, taking that round. That's a big chunk of damage as well. That's like 70% health. Yep. Ending with the SSBA, yeah, and taking the round. It looked very dire for Vandine at the start of that, but managed to come back.
What's a switch up?
Yeah, definitely. Sets the trap, kind of hiding behind it, seeing what they can do. Manages to check the approach from Vandine with that far light. Just controlling that space, using the opportunity to set up trap. Vandine having to play a dodging walking minigame.
Okay, try to catch up with the Scarlet Oath, not happening though. Now you just have to dance around. Nice. Oh, it goes for the U-trap. Connects, and he's gonna do a small combo. Okay, use Scarlet Oath. We're not playing neutral anymore. Okay, able to combo from it. Wow. Gotta put him around middle stage, a bit close to the corner then. Larry with the lights.
Nice stuff. Dodging the far light there, not running into it. Very, very nice stuff from Vandine. Getting the knockdown into the set play, and yeah, it seemed like Larry tried to press or jump out of that and get hit for it. Very, very nice stuff. Vandine taking the first game, both rounds, even though it seemed so dire that first round for Vandine.
Again, the trap's coming out. Now, this is where Larry's at his best. He leaves you at a distance. As soon as Vandine sets up that set play, trouble arises, but this is Larry's time to shine. Okay, getting knocked to the corner.
Vandine is really not letting Larry have any of his traps set up. Just destroying them or using the opportunity to approach as soon as they show up. Yeah, like that. Sets up the trap, tries to back up, but Vandine is immediately like on it, ready to like punish and start their pressure while you're trying to back up. Finds another hit in install now as well, taking Larry to the corner here. Larry still has 3 brave points, chooses to BC out, sets the trap and tries to switch sides, but gets tagged for it, reading the teleport and punishing it with a counter hit combo. Very, very nice by Vandine.
Yeah, Vandine's just really switched up gears. He's like, Larry, you need space to work, I ain't gonna give you nothing. You're gonna have to take my mixes and you're gonna love it. Alright, leave me there. Alright, Larry switches spaces. He's gonna have to. And now Vandine's slightly dancing, but doing a good job dancing.
Yeah, Larry pressing lots of buttons there, trying to check an approach. Double teleport to bait something, but getting blown up for it.
Ooh, oh no! Just look at absolutely horrendous for Larry. Larry. The thing is, Larry always starts off well, but Vandine just needs to get in, and he usually is as good as over.
Yeah, that was a solid way to end it off as well, just dumping meter. Vandine already 2 on the board. Larry hasn't managed to take a single round yet. With punishing with 6XL, nice stuff.
Because the thing is, Larry usually depends on mixes Cagliostro, but Vandine's just always ready. You do any teleporting stuff up close, he's already mashing.
Yeah, Vandine.
He's already blowing them up.
Vandine is being so active in a way that's working so well, just not letting him do anything. Nice, UDPing out of the first trap. Not a crumb of set play for you, Larry. No set play.
Right. Okay, man, he's getting trapped. Yeah, it's a double trap though. We're gonna get a lot of damage here.
There's a good opportunity for Larry. Just get stuff started, knock down, using the opportunity to try and bait something. Setting up the trap, but yeah, BC's out through the hit of the trap as well.
Alright, gets the Humble Rock, launches it, and gets the W.
Nice, first round on the board for Larry. This might be the start of a big momentum shift.
I do love what I'm seeing. The thing is, Larry's going straight for stuff that works. He's doing less of the fancy nonsense and going straight for. Vandine's not going to take any fancy mixes. Go for things that work for the safety of us and my bracket running winner. Okay, there we go. Good teleport. That's a good safe mix. There we go. Using the far heavy. There again, going for things that work. Less teleport mixes and gonna go for the big damage hit.
Yeah, Larry managed to get the game plan properly started that game. Finally finding like an opening where they can set up and get the ball rolling, which they struggled so much to do in those previous games. Getting a point on the board.
Right. Well, right now, Vandine just going straight for the offensive here. The great offensive. Alright, and now Larry's escaped that situation, and right now, Phil's getting knocked here, then everywhere. Okay, teleport, trying it again, not working. Okay, the good backdash. Okay. Nothing launch trap just yet. Calculated. Oh, trying to get the grab. Not happening. Vandine. Trying to start something, but not happening. Okay, we've got to use Scarlet Oath.
Yeah, getting tagged by that low. Carried to the corner here. Some pretty good damage for Vandine. Straight into the set play. Tries to BC out, but yeah, manages to block while being covered by that fireball. Baiting the BC and getting the punish. Taking the round. This is set point for Vandine right now. A very scary situation for Larry to be in. Larry immediately teleport back and manages to catch an approach with 6XL. Gets a combo with the trap set. The combo limit kicks in a bit earlier than they were expecting. Gets whiff punished by the Scarlet Oath there. Use Scarlet Oath again, catching them trying to back up and take some space to set up.
Getting caught a lot by these overheads. Okay, nice. Go for the U trap. Okay, still not able to start anything yet. Okay, 5 hits. Oh no! Lumi, you little devil, you!
Larry's been so unlucky with these BCs.
It's gonna get a little bit worse for him. Install is up. Okay, we're mashing. And it's working, it's good. Okay, goes switch sides. Oh! That's so good for Larry. Put them in a win-lose situation. You gotta block both these traps.
Yeah,
and
nice stuff.
Larry managed to break on through. Alright, 6L. Try to go for these. Alright, again, go for calculator, going for the hula hoop. Just want to give Vandine time to get too close. Alright, calculated. We're gonna see a lot of spears coming through.
Nice, carried to the corner. I thought that was too low to catch, but yeah, Vandine managing to catch there. Into some set play, tries to throw, whiffs the throw too early, but manages to recover and spot dodge the Raging Strike anyways. Nice stuff. Gets the install off the command grab and goes for the throw bait, managing to catch Larry pressing there. It's a big route off of it, choosing not to end in super, instead to go for this reset. This chip damage range, Larry has to be very, very careful.
Alright, very time to go for fucking never mind. Teleport right into Farah's arms.
Yeah, Vandine is so on point with catching like those kind of like riskier plays from Larry throughout that entire set.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that was a solid. It was solid for Larry. The adaptation for Larry was great. However, I think just Vandine was ready for any of Larry's shenanigans. You saw in that third round, he had to play very basic. He had to play normal Cagliostro, like no teleport nonsense, no nothing. And it worked. However, fourth game, I think Vandine just had his number.
Yeah. It's Vandine was just so on point throughout all of that, and even though Larry managed to take a game, it's still like a very uphill fight with how on point Vandine was at dealing with lots of Cagliostro shenanigans, really not letting Larry set anything up ever if they have a chance to do anything at all. Very, very good from Vandine. Moving on to winners side of grand finals, and Larry getting knocked down to losers finals. But before we move on to that, we have Visual versus Fanfare in losers semifinals here. Fanfare immediately on the Beatrix as well. We'll see if he sticks when Visuals gets here.
Okay, Visuals hates Beatrix.
Yeah, this is a run back, by the way. Visual in earlier on winners side, Visuals managed to beat Fanfare in a very close 3-2 game. So I think Fanfare is determined to get this run back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and reminder that whoever wins this moves on to top 3, which is guaranteed payday because of the prize pool for the bracket. So I think they both really want to win this.
Okay, we're going straight for the aggressive. We're seeing Beatrix. We're getting 3 strike throws here. Right now, Fanfare's just doing a good job. He wants to keep this character into the corner, not able to do much movement, just ruin their day. And he's doing a great job there as well. Keeps it close, blocking the mantra wheel, and again he's just keeping the pressure. Oh no, misses, and he's gonna pay for it slightly, not too much though.
Goes for the shimmy, but Visuals doesn't bite there, just playing it safe, holding down back, BCing out after blocking the next button. Getting an extended conversion here, spending the Raging Strike to take Fanfare properly to the corner and can finish it off of it. Oh wow. Nice stuff. Visuals taking the first round of the set.
Yeah. That was an absolute turnaround. That's also very strong for Fanfare. And then Fanfare dropped the ball.
Ooh,
right
getting
now,
punished, but a bit too far to confirm into riding free. Baits the DP and gets a decent punish off of it as well. Carrying Fanfare all the way to the corner here and going for some set play.
Right.
Baiting the DP as well. Crazy stuff. Side switching, punishing an attempted run-up throw.
Okay, they get a bit of damage down. Okay. Visuals is playing this real well here. Very well here. Damn too well.
Visuals is speedrunning this so far. 1 on the board already. It's only been like a minute.
Yeah. That was the most rocket starting, and he's like, no man, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And he showed me there. Absolutely dominating against Fanfare.
Nice far light, checking Visuals button there. Taking Visuals straight into the corner. This is a dangerous situation. Straight into command grab, not giving Visuals the time to block something in BC like that. Visuals working their way out of the corner, but Fanfare has the clock charged. A little bit of a hit confirm.
I guess the one hit, nothing just yet. Alright. Trying to break on through, not gonna work. Only one breakout on both sides though.
Going for some more just set play, keeping Fanfare stuck in that corner, keeping their space, trying to react to any burst options from Fanfare. Fanfare going for the YOLO super there, but yeah, Visual's just reacting and rolling through. Fanfare doesn't want to block, BC's out immediately on a space button. Gets a little conversion here, and yeah, catches Visual's trying to jump out with an immediate low.
Nice, that was really good stuff. Oh no, far heavy bowl. Beatrix always wins those.
Baits the parry, run up grab. Throwing Visuals closer to the corner, goes for a little shimmy, but again, Visuals doesn't bite. Playing the patient game on defense. Tagged by the fireball, into some space pressure, goes for a little reset. Visuals does that jump, immediate dive kick. Manages to find a way out.
Yeah, doing a good job. Okay, right now, Fanfare is just running the show. He's putting his aggression on. He's not going for any attacks. He's just going for grabs, and it's working. It's trying to catch Visuals.
Both playing the patient game. Fanfare had Visuals in the corner. Visuals knew that they were in the corner. Both of them just choosing to sit, wait, see what happens. Visuals slowly working their way out of the corner, being getting tagged by that U fireball there. Again, just supering through it.
This is BA. And I think this is not close enough for cutscene, but close enough to cause some damage. This is getting really good on the side of Fanfare though. Visuals is fighting back and fighting back with a vengeance. Alright, trying to go for the parry. Not going to work. Fanfare was ready for it.
Fanfare tying it out 1-1. After that super dominant first game, I think Fanfare's adjusting and getting back into the rhythm of fighting against Visuals Anre.
You know, very good of it. Very good job of it. Okay, because the aim to deal with Anre as Beatrix is just to get in his face. And again, Fanfare's doing a good job of not only getting on his face, but forcing Visuals to guess.
Nice stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, using the U fireball to go straight through, right into the command grab, has the clock charge, but yeah, doing the parry straight through. Whoa, popping the super install, managing to spot dodge the fireball anyways.
Oh no, that has gone horribly wrong on the side of Fanfare. Gonna have like Caballero saving their life, but for how long?
Both of them just BCing immediately, BCing back. No one wants to be blocking it in this situation. Fanfare certainly not. Just going for some staggered pressure. Catches the attempted Brave counter there. Clock's on board, so they get this extended conversion. Have enough meter to cancel onto SSBA. Yeah, taking that round from a very dire situation, finding one good hit and reversing that situation. Taking that round.
Yeah, this is how volatile the matchup is for Anre. He starts off well, but Beatrix just does too much damage.
Yeah.
And the conversions are just too good, especially in close range. It could easily just shut you down.
Nice.
You're in the same situation. She's aggressive user character, and she's right in your face. What are you gonna do about the situation?
Ooh, getting the 6XL on hit, not confirming it, just going for a reset, and catching a fuzzy timing with a run up, with a walk up close heavy. Very nice, getting an extended conversion to the corner here. Fanfare stuck here, playing the patient game, trying to work their way out with fireballs, going under the button with riding free and going straight into throw, trying to get some Oki started. Checking an attempted approach from Visuals and taking it. It's 2 up for Fanfare right now. This is looking very, very good.
Yeah. It's just, as I said, the match was just that. It's just that volatile. It's just that Visuals has to play very well to keep up. And he's just do much damage that Beatrix does in just a normal combo.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Anti-air with 6XL, it truly is the all-purpose button. Immediate wake-up close light. Very interesting call-out from Fanfare, straight into some strike throw, getting that command grab and that clock charge into a normal throw.
It's just it's an absolute pressure B. Beatrix is just too good. When she's right in your face, you're absolutely terrified because she has clock on her, and she can pull this off.
Dumping meter immediately to finish it off. This is a set point for Fanfare. Crazy. That was a dominant round with that crazy strike throw.
Yeah. Oh, nice parry to catch the 6XL attempt. However, it doesn't matter. Clock is on the field. Again, these parries are definitely doing well this round. Okay, DP getting nullified. Forced to press the block button. Good stuff. On the side of Visuals at the moment. Visuals is fighting tooth and nail to stay in this tournament, and he's doing a good job.
Nice stuff. Yeah, Visuals is determined to take Fanfare off of set point here by winning this next one.
Oh yeah. But again, this is what things go wrong for Visuals. Basically, it's right in front of your face, and the thing is, Fanfare always mixes up their options. So not even Visuals going on. Never we know what. Okay, right in the free, just to cover that distance. Alright, we're going for a block string, we're going for 6L, 2-2M, and we're going to get some big damage here, because that's going to go straight into SBA.
Not ending it, no. This is a very good situation for Fanfare. Visuals only has one Brave Point, but it's still 100 meter if they want to go for a YOLO SSBA. Tries to work their way out, but yeah, gets BC'd back into the corner. Tagged with the low, unlucky. Trying to jump out of that corner, possibly for like a jump into dive kick. Fanfare taking the game 3-1 over Visuals, knocking Visuals out at a very, very respectable 4th place. But yeah, Fanfare moving into top 3. He's in he's in payment territory. Within top 3. Within top 3. At this point, they're going to be fighting for the amount on the prize pool. All of them are getting at least something, but I think they want. Yeah, I think they all want to fight for the higher payments.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, and the only way you can end it is if you prove yourself in battle. Fanfare going straight into Belial. Doesn't want to deal with any of this nonsense, but it's against Larry. Larry using Cagliostro still? So, do you think Belial has the capabilities to break on through to get the W?
Definitely, Belial has some very, very strong approaching options, and also is very, very good at keeping someone stuck down, especially with like fireball resets and tools like 2M. I think if Fanfare can get like a solid knockdown and just keep that going, it's going to be very, very hard for Larry to find the space to get into the setup that they really want to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Or like establish themselves in neutral.
I would not say impossible.
Definitely not. Larry just has to play it really well and try and keep Fanfare out, I think. Playing the trap game. Managing to knock them into one of the traps there. Jumping over the fireball on reaction. Very interesting BC from Fanfare considering how spaced they were, but just didn't want to block Cagliostro with the trap down.
Alright, now this is where the problem rises. Larry is comfortable. He's comfortable turtling you. He's comfortable just bullying you. Alright, anti-air. We're going to get double trap. And we're going to see the spare body into the SBA. And that's... Now, that was pretty convincing to start off with. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, Fanfare really, really struggling to get anything started there. Just Larry finding lots of opportunities to set their traps up and play their neutral game. Teleporting out of the way of Fireball, interesting stuff. Ooh, getting tagged on the backdash by the 6XL. Tagged again, trying to back up. Fanfare's finding these openings, taking Larry to the corner here.
Alright, nice. Traps are now set up. Okay, now the humble rock is no longer humble. Okay, calculated. Gets it destroyed by Belial's U fireball.
Nice, fully charged rock.
Yep. Right, use the traps. Gotta be careful though, because they could do give damage on Sugar and the situation will completely reverse.
Nice shimmy. Oh! Getting a proper punish off of it with the quarter cycle back.
Yes, go for
straight into the super. And it finishes as well. Oh wow, that did like 60%. That's crazy. Against 2 Brave points, it did like 60% as well.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Belial was not the one.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Larry taking that very, very decisively, and Fanfare taking it back to the character they're the most comfortable with, the 2B.
Yes. Gonna go for something. I might as well do something where I know works. So 2B, we all know 2B is very solid, but that was against Gex, a character that's a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
However, the thing is, 2B doesn't mind zoning, but she does like being out-zoned or out-trapped. And I got Cagliostro has all the capabilities to out-zone / out-trap you.
Definitely, yeah. Using these big buttons to keep Larry locked down in the corner outside of the range of their own buttons. Ooh, puts the trap behind them and catches Fanfare trying to anti-air. Very nice stuff from Fanfare, or from Larry. Setting up the traps, trying to shimmy again and catch Fanfare doing something. Baiting the DP by just playing the patient game on their own pressure here. Getting a big combo, enough meter to go straight into the super here. Messing it up! Ooh, unlucky! A bit too low.
Gotta give Fanfare a chance to make a reversal, and that's a good amount of damage they've just done. Nice. And there's no resources on the side of Larry pretty much. They can't just pull something out.
Still has brave points if they want to, if they get stuck on pressure and want fanfare off them.
Yeah, but that's really only for our close pressure. When we work on the heavy, oh no, got chains. Had to just block. Right, the hobble block is growing.
Yeah, very nice air stool from Larry there as well to dodge the anti-air attempt with the 2H.
Going for a lot of these jump ins as well. Right.
Ooh, getting
no.
tagged with the medium there. Nice mash from Fanfare, taking that round. Determined not to lose this.
Alright, Larry's still in this, but I hope that doesn't rock the mindset a bit too much. Right. Okay, go for calculated. Just not these traps as well. Alright, go through anti. Larry's just above it.
Nice, manages to dodge the spike there as well with the jump. Both of them playing some very fast-paced neutral, jumping around, trying to find a good position to approach or set themselves up. Larry stuck in the corner, gets whiff punished on the attempt to 2U and catch Fanfare. Decently big combo here as well. It's over 50% already. Into the reset. Backdash again, catching in another attempt to 2U out of that corner.
Oh,
And ending
yes.
it with super.
And I see 7 gold letters and a dream. And that dream is for Fanfare to keep going.
Yeah, crazy perfect. Fanfare 1-1, really justifying this character switch with a perfect at the end.
Yeah, but ending it with protocol. We got Larry's under pressure. Okay, try to go for the teleport. They got him by the corner. However,
Amazing air conversion from Larry. Setting up the trap after the air to air. DPing straight through their DP. Or teleport.
Oh no, it's the DP. Teleport is the DP.
Okay.
You're correct.
Oh no! Tried to charge rock and then got caught.
Yeah. Alright, gotta definitely pay attention. That is like M Bison's free trigger 2.
Just some stagger pressure in the corner here, trying to catch Larry doing something to get out. Yeah,
Okay,
just keeping their distance, trying to catch like Tekken approach. Reaction to the thing, but yeah, in the air stalls for them and dodges that super.
It was a good idea on paper, however, in practice, not so much.
Yeah, this character is very, very good at stalling her air movement with things like teleport and rock charge and trap set. So you always have to be on point against Cag when she's in the air like that.
Yeah. Oh, nice, get scrapped. It looks like Fanfare's got them in the right amount of pressure. Go for the teleport. Try to get out of these situations. Try to use every resource that they have. However, it looks like Fanfare's very happy to fly out of it. So it's not letting them just lock them down. Oh no. It looks like it's going a bit pear-shaped for Larry.
Just dumping all the resources they have to try and close this out. Yeah, managing to get it by spending the Raging Strike just to finish it off there. Taking it to round 3 here. Immediately swinging, expecting Larry to maybe approach or try and establish themselves a bit more, but Larry just setting up that trap. Tries to spot dodge through the crouching light, but recovers in time to be punished.
Right, go for the hoodoo, just break it out. Doesn't want to deal with this nonsense. Good stuff on the Fanfare for holding block.
Whoa, interesting interaction. Teleports back and gets punished on the way down. Teleports into the punish, it seems. But yeah, taken to the corner here. Pretty decent damage for Fanfare here.
Yeah.
Goes for the throw bait.
Oh, yeah. Caught by the throw bait and it's definitely going to take a bit of damage on it. However, doesn't do anything too major. Alright, nice teleport. Gonna go spike.
Larry really trying to keep Fanfare in the corner here, bait them into making a big commitment. The clash, but yeah, Fanfare presses the better button in that situation. 2B having famously large buttons that are decently fast as well. And managing to take another point. Fanfare 2 to Larry's 1 right now.
Yeah, Larry's gonna have to fight a bit harder if we're gonna get through this. Fanfare's just doing a great job of just controlling the pace. And not even letting Larry set up traps, set up calculated, do anything. Just get locked down, stuck in the corner. And any attempt they try to do to just take back that pressure just gets ignored or heavied. And now we're going to end this with protocol. Good stuff.
Nice. catching a jump out attempt with the laser there. Larry just air stalling, trying to make Fanfare commit to some kind of approach. Nice, barely playing outside the range of those buttons, but yeah, backdash straight into swinging with that medium. Getting big damage off of that confirm.
Oh, not over. Yes, it is over now. Getting caught with the gun.
That point for Fanfare here. This is very, very scary for Larry.
Alright, set up traps. Alright, nice stuff. Now Larry played that Tesla game, knew it worked. He knows it works. He knew it works really well. So why not? Why break what's already a fix?
Yeah, Larry noticing that Fanfare's really trying to catch them doing something on the ground with those lasers. And then both of them just playing it cautious there. Larry's got Fanfare stuck in the corner here. Fanfare's choosing to just like play it safe, just block. Tries to swing to catch that, but nice spacing from Larry. Space just outside the range of it. Finds a hit with the X trap there. And manages to get a full conversion as well into a little setup, keeping the pressure on, but Fanfare mashes out successfully. BC'd back into the corner. Goes for super, calling out the rock and getting the hit. Not clean hit though, a bit too far, but still a very good situation.
Nice. Okay, try to get a grab, not happening. Right now, Larry's just trying to find a way to keep her out. Find a way. Okay, go for you, calculate. Right, go for the rock. Oh no, this drop that could cause a lot of trouble. Okay, one last chance.
Yeah, just spare bodies straight out of there. Doesn't want to block. Yeah, nice. This is looking a lot better for Larry. Larry's gotten a round on the board, has the opportunity to tie this out 2-2 and take Fanfare off of set point. But this is still very, very scary. All Fanfare needs is 1 or 2 good openings to win this set. Ooh,
there we go. The problems start arising.
Doesn't confirm off of it though. Unlucky. I think they went for something that only works if they're a bit closer. Rolling under the attempted throw bait, reversing the situation and getting a corner combo on Fanfare. Very nice call out from Larry, going for the kind of risky roll out of corner.
Right, go for the DP, get it out of that situation. Nice. Alright, Larry tried the BC and he's already knows over and ended. Good stuff to Fanfare. Go through.
Yeah, Larry closing the game out of the tournament. Congratulations, Larry, on making it to 3rd place and winning €5 from the prize pool. Congratulations, you played incredibly well, but barely didn't manage to take it over Fanfare. Fanfare moving back up to grand finals. Fanfare's had a bit of a losers run. He's powered his way through like 5 rounds of losers now to make it all the way back to grand finals losers side. So yeah, next up we'll see grand finals with Vandine on winners side and Fanfare on losers side. This could be anyone's game. I don't think these two have played yet, so they're gonna have to figure each other out as we go. Vandine's hovering over Catalina right now.
Yeah, Vandine has a ton of characters for different situations. Catalina, it could work. However, you need something that wants to be a bit more aggressive against a character to be. But Catalina does have ways to just close down the range, so...
Catalina has good buttons to contest the range of 2B's buttons as well. Immediate dash up light from Fanfare. Managing to confirm off of that fireball, off of the setup fireball as well.
Oh, nice. These shimmies are definitely paying dividends. Look at this.
Yeah, catching Vandine, pressing there. Very, very nice. Just keeping Vandine stuck in that corner, backing up to make sure they're outside the range of their burst options. Vandine slowly working their way out, taking some space, playing some neutral. Fanfare barely missing that whiff punish and getting BC'd back out as well. Stalling out of the way of the anti-air.
There we go, that's what I'm talking about. The Enchanted Last definitely coming in and just ignoring the heavy attempt. Okay, I'm going for 6XL. Again, we're just trying to break on through, but looks like... There we go! Oh, Vandine not punishing correctly. Could have got a bigger punish from that, definitely.
Yeah, pressing 6XM for some reason, hitting them with the low. Can't convert off of that. Just trying to control some space. Chip damage. Yeah, not much they can do there. Pixel of health within chip range, and Fanfare just backing up and shooting lasers, playing it safe.
There we go. We got the heavy. Just absolutely closing down any attempt. But Chancellor Lance coming through. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You got the move that can easily have France against 2B. Well, 2B definitely has ways to just retaliate. Now,
nice backdash. Very nice backdash as well. Taking Vandine to the corner here, getting a pretty nice combo as well. Vandine's got 100 meter and 3 Brave points to work with. BC's out immediately. Gets BC'd in return, but side switch, so BC'd back to mid screen. Just doing some pressure here, trying to catch Fanfare pressing something.
Right, try to anti not happening. Right, trying to dodge. There we go. Just about read that I had enough for the SSPA. All wrong, reading the wrong side. However, there may be a chance that Vandine has not killed him yet.
Barely not. This is a last hit situation. Doesn't have enough meter to BC, but does have 100 meter if they want to go for the YOLO SSBA. Choosing to use it to just take some space and catching Vandine trying to spot dodge there, expecting a different kind of fireball perhaps. Fanfare like clutching that game from a very dire situation.
Yeah, indeed it did. The bomb definitely came in with dividends. The approach gets another 5 medium sword. Okay, and the heavy's coming in. Again, Vandine's kind of stuck in this corner, trying to find a way to break in. Half the help bar just hit. Okay, they found a way. Now they found a way to close the gap. Looking better.
Nice. HDP anti-air. Fanfare just mashing out of that corner, getting a proper confirm as well. A lot of damage and a lot of corner carry, choosing to spend that meter to get that crumple and carry Vandine all the way to the corner here. Finding another hit, using Raging Strike to just finish it off cleanly. Nice stuff from Fanfare.
Yeah. Vandine looking a bit comfortable, just seeing what works or what doesn't work. Remember, they have a match to work with and then some because of them winning side still. Vandine has to fight a bit harder. Alright, nice. Okay, we've seen some good adaptation from Vandine. Vandine trying to close down the gap. We've got a chanted Lances coming through. Doesn't want to give Fanfare any space to set up anything. And just doing a good job of just closing down this gap and just making sure Fanfare is uncomfortable.
Ooh, gets thrown back into the corner. BC back to mid screen, playing it kind of safe, walking back. Ooh, catching after the throw tech with the immediate far heavy there, getting the counter and getting a full confirm, taking Vandine all the way to the corner here. Has a lot of Vandine has a lot of meter to work with though, and is the Brave point, one Brave point ahead, so could still do much. Choosing to just go for a burst option, the H stab, and working their way out of the corner. Nice stuff, taking around.
That's the beauty of a chance to launch. 2B is never too far away. Alright, goes for spot dodge. Nice hit with the laser.
3 backdashes in a row. You love to see it. Trying to reset. Nice reaction spot dodge from Vandine. Getting a full punish with it as well. As Fanfare in the corner, choosing to back up, see what they do, see if they swing, and try and counter poke. Ooh, tried to counter poke, but yeah, she can cancel those on whiff. Gets kind of blown up for it. Whiff punished again.
The whip is definitely paying dividends here. Look at that. Oh, good stuff with the 2M. Getting a conversion from it with the U enchanted, with the U fireball. And there's a lot of damage from it. Okay, trying to use Ice Wall to see if Fanfare's going to bite. Fanfare is not biting. Oh no, it faces the maneuvers. Oh, it do the heavy. It's good as over.
Fanfare is already 2 up, getting close to this bracket reset. Vandine taking it back to character select, seeing if they have any other characters they can pull out to counter this 2B.
And luckily 4th. Oh, we're going straight into Beatrix. Beatrix is the more aggressive option, which is I'm going to be in your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. But in my own personal experience, I feel that it's really just hard to approach 2B, especially with that heavy.
Nice, jumping over riding free there. Getting a bit of a counter hit fireball hit, but it's hard to confirm that. Nice backdash, getting the whiff punish on that burst option from, Vandine.
Okay, Vandine's just playing a high game. Doesn't want to deal with riding free, so he's just holding himself in the air, being like, you're gonna have to get. Oh no, not. Oh, okay, recovered in time.
Fanfare swung too preemptively and swung before the DP was punishable. Unlucky. Vandine gets a pretty decent combo into corner here. Choosing to keep the pressure on, but gets BC'd out of the corner by Fanfare. Straight into the anti-air. Fanfare trying to take their turn back a bit too aggressively and tasting the consequences of that commitment. Yeah, big damage with the super ender. And it kills as well. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vandine immediately proving the character switch, but we'll see if Fanfare can get a bit more comfortable fighting the Beatrix.
Oh, nice DP. Cover whatever Fanfare is throwing. Good stuff with the mash. And you're going to get a lot of damage down on the board. Using Thunderbird to finish it off. I guess the extension. And are we going to pay them? Yes, we are. We're going to end it with the SBA. And he's looking solidly in the side of Vandine.
Straight into the overhead. Yeah, knows they just need one good hit, and Fanfare's probably going to play it quite safe, like waiting to block something and then BC. So just straight into the overhead, not giving them the chance to BC. Interesting counter poke, hitting the extended hurt box on the button that Fanfare pressed with the H skill there. Thunderbird, yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, okay, goes straight for the DP. Doesn't want to deal with any of the nonsense. And rightfully so. Okay, going for you, Star Chaser. Right.
Weird cross up. I'm surprised Fanfare managed to block that.
Gun roll. Want to roll through this 2B nonsense. However, gets caught. Stuck in the corner. This is not looking. But Vandine breaking out of this with Star Chaser.
Nice. Swinging those buttons, trying to contest that space. Fanfare backing up and managing to catch the riding free. Vandine went for that burst option and got thoroughly punished for it as well. Might be able to end it here unless combo scaling kicks in. Just goes for the reset instead. But nice, catches an attempt to get out of that corner. Goes for another like special out of corner to dodge something, but gets punished.
Right. Looks like Fanfare's going for the aggressive option. Oh, okay. Nice stuff. Says not bomb. Alright, I know. Good stuff on the side of Vandine. Vandine just trying to run in and close the gap. However, Fanfare is doing everything in their power to just keep that distance. They wanted to just keep that distance away. He doesn't want Beatrix right in your face, because Beatrix is able to just dominate pressure and change the tune to the game to their liking. Oh no, right the free missing.
We're seeing a lot more of that like jumping over from Fanfare, possibly as a counter to lots of Beatrix's burst options like riding free and Thunderbird. But we're seeing lots of like dash jump or dash forward jump and stuff like that. Nice, finishing it off with a little grounded string, getting the extension.
Yep, and with that we get him reset.
We get him reset, yeah. Fanfare taking it to the grand final reset. This is anyone's game, I think. But Fanfare's proven that they can't just deal with the Catalina; they can also deal with the Beatrix. Vandine sticking with the Beatrix into the reset.
Yep, Beatrix has done a good job so far. Oh, okay. I'll say she's done a good job so far before that DP. The thing is, 2B gets a lot of punishes, but she doesn't get much bang for her buck for the punishes in most cases. Alright, go for the U Star Chaser. Trying to just close the gap. However, Vandine is...
Ooh, Fanfare pressing on minus frames and managing to get a big punish off of it.
Alright, good stuff. Getting the protocol to end it off. Nice. Try to wait for it. I'll try to get to the anti-air, but 2B hanging out in the air a bit too long. Okay, we're going for the SSBA. Does damage, however, doesn't get the cutscene because too far away.
Oh, nice. BC'd into the corner, goes for the safe jump and gets BC'd out again. Fanfare's only got one brave point on the board, but manages to jump over the riding free and get the punish to close out the round.
Yeah, I've got a bit. Fanfare's got to have to do something about all the jumping, because Fanfare's get a lot of like bang for their buck for it, because it's just nullifying whatever Beatrix is supposed to do.
Yeah. I think Vandine's a bit too nervous and trying to close that distance a bit too fast, and Fanfare's doing lots of preemptive or reactive jumping, and it seems to be working really, really well to just dodge lots of those burst options.
Alright, good stuff. Hit with the gun. Pod. Alright, right now we're just trying to play block strings. There we go. Alright, Vandine trying to skip to get Fanfare to break. However, Fanfare's doing a good job not breaking. Does catch anti-air with Thunderbird, is going to get a bit of damage, but nothing too major. Okay, nice DP on the side of Fanfare, but Fanfare getting caught with that grab.
Thrown straight back into the corner, finding a bit of a counter hit, using the meter to extend this even further. Still has a brave point to spend if they want to try and finish it off. Messes up the combo and goes for a reset and manages to catch Vandine pressing something there. Nice, Fanfare already got a point on the board on the reset. Incredibly good stuff from Fanfare.
Yeah, Fanfare did a fantastic job just dodging any approach that Vandine wants to do.
Yeah,
So
their jumps are really working as well, like preemptively jumping, noticing that Vandine's going for so many like kind of risky burst options. Vandine really wants to close that distance, I think. Yeah, there again, going for like a burst option, and Fanfare preemptively jumping and managing to punish it. Tries to DP, but just out of the range. I wonder if that's intentional, Fanfare specifically keeping that spacing. Either way, it's very, very good.
right now, Fanfare's making Vandine work for these approaches. What's just get into the game?
Lots of backdashing. That was 4 backdashes in a row, even after the side switch, and straight into laser.
Yeah, he just wants to keep that distance away from Beatrix. Beatrix, as long as Beatrix has to dance around that heavy and dance around those ranges, this matchup is very good for 2B. It's when 2B gets close to Beatrix that everything goes around. Oh, gets anti-air just about.
The very tip of the HTP there, and do a big confirm as well. Yeah, ending it properly with super. Big chunk of damage in a pretty bad situation, but Fanfare immediately brave countering out of that. Managing to shimmy with the backdash there, very, very nice. Has SSBA on hand as well, if they can route this properly. Goes into combo limit instead, but manages to get a counter hit. Doesn't confirm it, but goes straight into throw instead. Keeping Vandine pinned down in the corner here, and getting a straight hit, confirming it straight into that super and taking the round. Nice stuff. This is Fanfare 2 up straight away. Vandine's really, really struggling to counter Fanfare as he gets more and more used to their Beatrix.
Yeah, just doing a great job of just avoiding any of the pressure that Vandine wants to produce. Vandine wants to get close, cool, I'll just backdash. Vandine wants to land to 3, cool, and we'll hang out in the air. Vandine wants to DP me, great. I can just hang just about there, just out of your range, so I can punish you on the way down. Alright. Is Vandine still going to keep with Beatrix?
I think they're considering their options and maybe taking a breather.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wise, this is for the big box after all. The winner of this does get the lion's share. Oh, they're sticking with Beatrix.
Sticking with Beatrix. They're determined to figure it out, I think. Only one more game to figure this out. Unless they can take this next one. But, yeah, Fanfare's going in confident, I think, after those last 2 games.
Yeah, or we may have a case of the Dude of Factor coming out.
Immediate with punish.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tries to get the conversion of it, but misses out.
Playing a lot more aggressive going into this immediately. Way too early on the command grab there.
Trying to stick something. There you go. Gets the Star Chaser. I've got to make Fantasy be very good with Star Chaser. All right, go for the DP. We go straight for pressure.
I think that's the second time Vandine has DP'd on when they're minus, which is crazy. They're playing a lot more aggressive this game. Immediately just trying to run at Fanfare and get their offense started. Going for the reversal super, but yeah, the projectile going being active enough to go through the invul frames. DP on minus frames again?
As a wise man once said, your only man is your bitch. No money, yeah.
Vandine is playing so aggressive, nice. Fanfare just walking out of 6XL's range and punishing them for it.
Alright, Oh, yeah, there we go. Get to anti-air. Oh,
Crazy anti-air. Nice conversion as well. Lots of damage in the corner here. Has SSBA to spend. But yeah, just ending it with the basketball.
right. I think he did catch what you were saying. You're saying he's giving himself space to dodge 6L. So good. I'm going to take that space. Vandine did a good job. We're going straight for the aggression. All guns blazing. And we're just going to rush them down and make them pay. Oh, good stuff. With the shimmy, it's going to definitely improve the combo game over here. And going straight into SBA. Look at that damage.
Whoa, Vandine just completely changed playstyle. They took that breather and then just went back in, ready for blood. Out for blood, trying to kill Fanfare through the game. Nice command grab.
They're absolutely just running in. In fact, I know you can't take aggression, so I'm just putting you in situations where you're scared. Okay, good backdash from Fanfare, catching the 6L. Able to put some damage on the board. And put Vandine into the corner. This is someplace you don't want to be, mate. Alright, just wasn't sure, especially with the shimmy. Okay, force a block.
Fanfare just playing the spacing game, using the big buttons, trying to catch them. Again with the preemptive jump, managing to punish a burst option. Vandine going for the U Thunderbird there. Just trying to close the distance, and Fanfare was ready for it, just preemptively jumping out of the way.
Okay, stuff. Alright, set up bomb. Nice. Okay, the gap is closed. Not on the side of Vandine though. Fanfare seems to be just running in and very ready to just produce some damage. Alright, going for the U Thunderbird. Again, just going in for this aggression. Knows that they can't just risk 60L, so they try to push slowly. However, getting caught, and they're going to take a lot of damage for it. Now protocol to end it off. Right, use Star Chaser. Again, Vandine needs to be very careful. Wow, they got to worry about that next time. The winner for this tournament is Vandine. Not Vandine, it's Fanfare.
Yeah, Fanfare coming in first. Vandine trying their best, nearly getting that comeback, but just managing to falter at the end. Congratulations, Vandine, for coming in second place in the stacked bracket and making 15 euros of the prize pool. And very big congratulations to Fanfare, making the losers run of a lifetime, coming all the way back and double eliminating someone in grand finals to win the lion's share, the 30 euro of the prize pool. Yeah, Fanfare is your Trouble in Taffer Town 9 champion.
Yep. Yes, he is. And fantastic showing as well. You said the loser on the champions. I think he got set up early because of the base.
He got knocked down. He got knocked down to losers by quite early on in winners round 3, and then had to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers games, and then grand finals. So he really made like a very impressive losers run, even winning the run back against the person who knocked him down into losers in the first place. Yeah. Fanfare was on a roll today and managed to just like win that very impressively. Very, very well done.
Yeah, definitely cooking, if we're working. I think the mayor Taffer Town had to say something because half his builds are being blown up by Star.
Yeah, I mean every single time. No, but yeah, that was what a crazy tournament. A lot of game 5s, which I was very happy with. Especially seeing a lot of character variety, seeing Gran EX Gex on screen, and we get one Lowain. It's the EU guarantee. You get one Lowain. So, but yeah, no. Thanks everyone who joined. We had a really, really stacked brackets. A lot of players, a lot of newcomers, a lot of new faces. At least in Taffer Town. At least I know Neph hasn't been on, and Natlock hasn't really been active on TTTs before. But I'll go through a few shoutouts here. Obviously, shout out to Khalil once again. Khalil is doing a watch party for the North American crowd, so hopefully they enjoyed the EU madness here, and I'll count on you again, in the future. And also shout out to my beautiful commentators. Do you have any socials, anything you want to shout out at this point before I take this away and end the stream?
I'll shout out Albion Arena. Can you put it? I think I DM'd it to you.
I did. Hold on, let me tag it again. So yeah, it's on StartGG Albion Arena. Can you give us some details on that once again?
Yes, in the wonderful land of Norwich. Norwich. Why not? Never London. There's going to be Albion Arena. In the first 2 days of an 8-day event, there's going to be a Grand Blue Fantasy vs Rising tournament, 128 cap, and you can spectate the event for free. And the venue's massive. There's going to be a convention with that game. It's going to be like a Comic-Con like convention. There's going to be speakers talking about various things, gaming and stuff like that. And
You said it was free. I'm just imagining like a small Grand Blue tournament being pay-per-view.
Oh.
Following the footsteps of Capcom. Shout out to Street Fighter 6.
Well, if I'm Grand Blue's not exactly your cup of tea today, the way we got On the Night in Birth, we got Blaze Blue's Central Fiction, or what's called Central Friction.
Central Fiction, yes.
We got Street Fighter. You into that? And you don't have to pay for this one. And there's Tekken 8, and there's more offense. Even go to get Strive for the people that really care. So it's a wonderful tournament in the beauty of Norwich. CGPTO. I'm gonna be there personally. I know Minion's gonna be there. Or MFA7.
MFA,
and I hear Cake could be leading this.
Yeah, Cake occasionally appearing out of retirement. But hey, what about you, Etta Lily? Do you have anything to shout out? Any socials, anything like that?
Slightly tangential, but I'd like to shout out. EU has a Melty Blood Actress again online weekly now, ran by me, Vermilion Versus. We get 20 to 30 people every week. It's a big blast. We have a community that's got lots of beginners, but yeah, that's every week on Saturdays. We run a Melty Blood, the Melty Blood Actress again bracket. It's called Vermilion Versus. If you go in the Melty Chord, you'll see it. But that's all I have to say.
All right, yeah, thanks for those, and obviously check those out while you're at it. Once again, congrats to everybody who won, and this will be happening in 2 months. Hopefully, we have a new patch by then. If the new patch drops, I'll do a tournament the day after it drops. That's usually how I've been doing things. So it might be a month from now, might be 2 months from now. It really depends when Fukuhara decides to actually drop the patch. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, but other than that, that's gonna be it. See you guys in 2 months. See.
We're gonna rebuild the town.